All right, we'll go ahead and do that then. That way we aren't holding this up way too long. And we need to switch to my mineshaft picture, which looks awful at 100%.
It looks like some sort of
Oh my
found footage.
Oh, that's the mine.
Yeah, this is kind of what I had in mind, really. This is what it looks like the shape too. Jesus.
And the metal support.
Yeah, with the
pillars every now and
supports
then.
and all that. Yeah.
Yep, I mean, it's just a mine.
Do you have the map of it still?
I do not. So,
Theater
one of the
mind.
things that you're going to have to do is somebody at some point here soon will end up doing an observation to remember the way out properly, because you've made a couple twists and turns.
Oh yeah, and then the fact that actually, speaking of observation, I was going to teach Zhao observation.
You will have to wait until you're not in this mine shaft right now.
Fair enough.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, like I said
Yeah.
in the chat, I wrote myself a note of that because I was going to do that.
Yep.
Nice.
Nope. And you will be allowed to do that. It just won't happen right this minute.
But we are in a safe place.
Yeah, when we're not
Correct.
being chased by a giant squirrel. Well, I mean, I gave us a head start because the scorpion's eating the Marines.
Yes, it's right on those Marines. And I might have over-exaggerated them. They're only 2.4 meters, so that's like the size of a person.
Still,
that's
big ass fucking scorpion.
Yeah, I mean, that's still something you probably don't want on you.
No.
1.5 to 2.4 meters, so it's only like
God.
6 to 7 feet long.
You know, shit's serious in space when scorpions are classified as only several meters in size.
Like, if you go to the lion worms,
yeah,
those are 3, so that's like 9 feet.
Yeah,
harvesters are freaking massive, 6 meters or more.
Yeah.
So some of this stuff is huge, but yes, it's big for a scorpion. We'll give it that.
Yeah.
But it's not bigger than a person. It's like the same size as a person.
Probably about the size of like a large dog.
Well, I mean,
not as tall, but
how about a snail?
Yeah, it's a decent sized creature that you wouldn't want getting you.
Yeah. Dmitry failed to kill
and
it.
so far you have only seen the one, by the way.
Oh God, don't.
Only the one.
Oh.
Well, you got to think sometimes insects are not always solo. Scorpions, I think, are better at that.
Yeah, scorpions generally fly solo.
Yeah. So when we last left off, you guys had killed, what, 3 Marines? And then started shooting at these 2 that were coming at you. Saw this scorpion thing coming up behind them down the tunnel. And most of you bailed, and Dmitry unloaded a pulse rifle that he'd picked up off the other Marines. And some of the bullets just kind of bounced off of its carapace. Or scraped across it, rather, without seeming to hurt it.
Oh, yeah.
And he threw the gun and decided to come.
Yeah, I love that. He was like, fires like, Jesus, fuck this, and just threw the gun.
Yep. Never mind.
Common sense does not travel at the same speed for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I gave us a head start because after the guys surrendered, I shot one of them, and he fell over, and then the scorpion went after him.
Yep. So this scorpion thing gets on them and makes weird, loud hissing noises that are probably what insects sound like, except they're normally smaller, so we can't hear them. And at Stinger, you just see it stabbing this guy that it's leaning over like multiple times. And the other Marine like jumps down and grabs his gun and starts to fire at this thing. And you can kind of hear them screaming and yelling as you run down the tunnel. We'll assume that they are back somewhere else. So again, this is a very dark mineshaft series. As you come to this first junction, somebody's going to have to go ahead and make me an observation to remember which way to turn.
Who's got the highest?
Well,
Rachel.
yep.
I think Rachel does.
8.
Granted, though, Rachel
All
can't
right.
push, so.
Well, let's hope for the best.
Can we boost her?
Yeah,
Or at
so
least-
you can get a +1 for the other 3, so you get a +3 total.
Okay. Well, go for 11, I guess.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see.
You
here
could
we
still. I rolled 10 dice and got all fails. Hey,
Yes.
good job.
Right
All right,
on.
so next time, if you want, you can use one of those stunts to like remember your way out of here for the next time.
Alright.
That way you don't have to roll again, basically, because you'll have it a success. You're doing the same thing.
Go. Alright. Can use it as a backup push.
Yep. You can get a +1 to a later. You've got 2
I'll-
stunts there that you can choose what
I'll
to do.
bend the rules.
All right, so you remember to turn left at this first junction, and this is actually the one that had that comm terminal
Oh yeah, right.
that
The
you
one
were
where
able
we
to see
first,
the couple of
yes.
cameras.
Where we first saw our guys skulking around in the tunnels, right?
Correct.
Yes.
And the screen is still on, by the way. And in it, you can see one of the Marines is like limping down the hallway after you guys.
Does he have a gun?
He does, but at this point, it looks like he's more of using it as a crutch. And then down the other corridor is just emptiness on the camera, which was a direction you hadn't gone yet.
The only direction I want to head right now is get the fuck
to the
out of
left.
here
Yeah.
direction.
Mm?
I want
Alright.
to
Get
to
the hell
the
out
get
of
the fuck out
Dodge.
direction.
All right, so you're making your way back to the lift then.
Yes.
Go ahead and give me another observation roll.
Oh god.
Modifier?
Yep, you can still get the +3. And
All
then,
right.
like you said, if you wanted to carry over that 1, that would put you at 12.
I'll take my chances with a mere, what is it, 11?
A mere 11.
Yes.
Right. Oh.
There you go, nice. All right, so as you come around this other corner, the lift is straight ahead of you. You guys are bailing down. You see something weird blinking red in there.
Oh no.
Scheiße.
And because you have that extra success, you realize that it's some kind of explosive.
Oh shit.
Everybody go ahead and give me a mobility.
Oh,
Wait, is
fuck.
like an
Crap.
armed explosive?
Oh yeah, and it's about to explode.
We still have a lot
What?
of stress.
Oh!
Oh fuck.
Ach du lieber Gott.
The fuck?
At least you
Okay,
didn't. have-
Astrid might be okay.
Well, oh,
Might be.
no, I'm definitely gonna be okay. See, because nerves of steel. Nerves of steel.
Okay.
Oh.
It's only Astrid doesn't get screwed over.
You can push that, Zhao.
Yeah, sounds dangerous.
By
Oh,
It's that
dangerous,
or
then-
deal with the explosion.
yeah.
Oh, okay, there you go.
I did it once. Success.
Okay. Alright, so... Wow, that's it. Okay, the blast sends out chunks of shrapnel and rocks as it explodes, destroying the lift.
Oh,
And let's see, everybody got at least 1 success, except for Rachel. So Rachel, you get slammed by some of the debris and take
Oh,
1 point of damage.
Oh,
Do you have more health than me?
She does have lots of health.
Terminator.
Not quite.
not yet.
Almost.
Not yet. Oh no. Alright, so the lift just as you came around, you saw that blinking light, and it gave you enough time to realize what was about to happen, and then just this huge explosion that just ripped that apart, destroying the lift and sending chunks of rock everywhere.
And Astrid says,
The-
God for damn, what the fuck are we supposed to do now?
There were 2 lifts. You would
Oh.
just have to make your way through the mine to the other one.
Rachel just gets up from the ground. Just, I don't know. Looks more surprised than in any pain.
Did Rachel take any, like, bleeding injuries or anything like that? Like, what was the extent of the damage? Just like blunt force or?
Yeah, just like blunt trauma.
Oh, okay.
So you would probably see bruising actually on her.
Yeah.
Zhao would go over and say, "Hey, are you okay?"
Can I have a smoke?
It's not the same thing.
Holy
He
shit.
would. Yeah, he's not that stupid yet.
Yet.
Are you okay? Can I have a smoke?
Yeah, it's nothing.
All right, you probably should stay behind me.
I'm fine. We need to get to the other exit.
All right, let's move.
Have to be multiple exits, at least for the air supply.
Well, and like I said, as you guys, hopefully I explained it last session, there were 2 large lifts that came down here. They're just not connecting to the exact same shaft.
Oh,
So
I
yes,
see.
you could get to it, but you'll have to navigate around to it.
Oh god.
Okay.
There is still the second elevator.
Didn't one of y'all have a motion tracker?
Rachel
That
has
would
one, right?
be Rage. Yes. So what about it?
I
Well,
don't know,
just-
maybe use it?
Use it.
You're in the
Okay.
dark and you know there's things down here.
Yeah, right. Good point.
Motion tracker, what am I supposed to do?
What about it?
I just never expected GM to be on my side, you know. Well, although good point.
It does
I've just
also
been
make you roll a power supply, so.
Yes, and I've just been body slammed by chunks of debris. So
Motion
All
tracker,
right.
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, what about it?
Nice. All right.
Oh, nice.
So you bring it
conserving
up.
that power.
Yeah, you bring up your motion sensor, and it's flipping. You get a couple pings on it, but then they just kind of stop. So either something was coming towards you all and quit moving, or it went back the other way. You're not certain. It just came within probably 50 meters around the corner and stopped. Disappeared off the sensor.
There was something on sensor. But it dipped off. Either they are very still, or they moved away.
Everybody's in suits, so go ahead and give me an air supply roll as well.
Quick question, by the way, because in terms of, like, I know I ran out of reloads, but I don't think I ran out of ammo for my heavy pulse rifle.
You've used all of your reloads, didn't you have 3?
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't know if that means, like,
You also have a sidearm, right?
Well, true, I'm just saying, like, I have vague memories of the idea that I might have actually, like, I basically just have what's left in the magazine, and then once that's out, the gun's out.
Okay,
So.
that's probably right.
Whoa!
Holy
Oh
shit!
no, Astrid.
Hold up, I got a backup air supply.
That's right, you did grab
Oh.
one.
Oh
Jesus,
my
You were smart enough to
god!
get one.
Jesus Christ.
But
That's
I do
Holy
need you
shit.
to make a stamina roll for me.
God,
'Cause
That's
as you,
the worst.
Are dusting yourself off, you realize that you've been breathing really hard and used up that air supply. So I need you to do a stamina. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, well, panic. Same deal.
Nice, and your nerves of steel kick that down to you're keeping it together as you swap out that air supply.
So,
So you're back to 5.
Jesus
But you
fucking.
had a moment where you almost lost it.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Never seen that before.
That's the
All
worst air
3 of them,
supply
that is the
roll.
worst.
Oh my god.
That is absolutely the worst air supply roll I've ever seen.
Oh my.
And by the way, Dmitry is still doing good on air as well.
Holy.
You guys, I can't remember, did you all each grab an air supply, or was it just Astrid who was able to grab
Only
one?
Astrid.
Astrid.
Okay.
How's Dmitry doing? He's still with
Yeah.
us, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
he's still with you. His air supply is good. He was able to roll out of the way of the blast as well.
Nice.
So he's got
And of
plot
course,
armor.
he's swearing up a storm and talking about how he
It's-
would much rather be back at the bar.
Yeah.
It's too bad not
Back
to
in his
hear
natural
that.
habitat.
In his natural habitat. All right, so you will have to backtrack in order to make your way through the mine to the other lift.
Jesus Christ, I still can't believe I got a 3. Like all 3.
I can't either. I've never seen that bad of a
Yes.
roll.
Yeah,
It's like
that
the worst
is
roll ever.
terrifying.
I'm glad
Well-
that you were like, I have a backup air supply.
Yeah, seriously.
I didn't even remember that.
We have to keep moving. Rachel pulls out the newly acquired M41. No, M41A.
M41A.
Yep.
Actually, by the way, I mentioned before that I wanted to loot those bodies for ammo, but I never got the chance.
Nope, because things happened.
Yeah, things hit the fan. I dove out the window, so to speak. But
Let's get moving, people.
can I use my signature item, or maybe banter, to get rid of my stress? Because
It is after a fight.
yeah. So
I'm waiting for it.
yeah. What? Wait, what?
For your banter.
Oh god. Well, Astrid, it's not as easy as Heather, but let me just kind of muse on this a sec. So, Astrid was saying, like, it's like, good thing I brought that air supply, right?
Mhm.
Jesus Christ, it scared the shit out of me. So, banter it is.
And that's 2 for the 10 minutes.
Yeah. I'll just wait for 10 minutes, and then I'm also going to use my signature item to remove the last point, so...
Okay.
So now all my stress is gone. Take that, stress.
Do you want to use yours, Zhao? Your signature item?
Yeah, because if you do what I did, then you're back to 0.
I think I'll.
Actually, no, wait, you got 4, so...
Yeah.
But you'd at least have 1, so that's good.
Yeah, that would at least bring you back to 1.
Alright, I'll use it. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Alright. So you guys rest for 10-ish minutes to calm down a little bit, relax your nerves, and then continue back the way you came. As you round the corner, you see the Marine who had been on that video feed face down in the middle of the corridor, just not moving.
Can I loot his body?
You want to go check through his body?
Yeah.
Alright, so he is wearing one of the suits like you, the MK35, yep. And he's got a pulse rifle,
Okay.
and you're able to get 1 reload off of him.
Okay.
Wish I could get that suit.
You get that
Technically,
suit.
you could. He doesn't need it.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna really protest it.
Can she
Mm.
swap it?
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't breathe, so...
Yeah, but
She doesn't want to give that away.
Oh. Oh,
mean,
yeah, good point.
yes, she absolutely can. Like, it doesn't do shit to her, but
That would give away her...
to a human being, Rachel, no, that would probably not fly.
Yeah, so...
Dimitri's gonna grab that pulse rifle.
Yeah, it's
so
only
that
a
he
matter of
has
time.
one again.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time till he runs out again.
Just
Yeah, we all know how it went the last time he tried using.
shoot anything that's in the way.
Oh, no, I'm saying like he tried firing it and instantly ran out. And I was like, Jesus, fuck this.
Yeah.
Took off running. Oh god.
Well, you all bailed too, so.
Well, no,
Of
we
course.
bailed, but the thing is that he, like I was saying, it's like the whole point of me shooting the guy was to give us time to escape. He sticks around and tries to kill the scorpion. So, and he didn't even kill it. So
Maybe he was just trying to distract it. Who knows?
that's the whole point of shot the guy, so he's distracted. That's my entire rationale for doing so.
Dmitry has his own philosophy.
Yeah, he just plays by his own rules, which I respect. So I mean,
Are we done here?
Yeah, I mean, I got the one reload, so
Yeah, I'm good.
We have to keep moving.
All right, so you continue along. Are you still using the motion sensor?
Yeah, I'll give it another sweep.
All right.
Scheiße.
Alright.
All right, so the battery gets a little bit lower.
It's doing what it
But
needs
as you
to.
scan around, there's nothing pinging. Everything's
Seems like they're in the clear
quiet
so
and
far.
still.
Unless someone is really keeping very still.
Go ahead and give me an observation
Oh,
Who?
to navigate your way towards the other lift.
Usual bonus from
Yep.
the rest.
Yep.
3.
Oh, nice. Excellent. All right. So as you work your way through, you actually make it to that terminal that you were originally supposed to come down here to repair.
Jesus.
It's kind of in the middle of the two lifts, like on the way. And as you get to it, it's got like just this lock screen on it.
People, I think this is why we're down here. It's the terminal.
And then
Set
you
up.
would probably know that if you get this one on, you will have the ability to turn on the lighting and all of the cameras and stuff again.
Yeah, it had pulled administrative permissions to it before locking itself down. That's what we found out, right?
Yeah, somebody had basically done some kind of override that gave it control over everything. Locked all the other terminals out of the system.
Set up a perimeter. I need to plug into this. We have at least achieved something down here.
All right, go ahead and give me a ComTech.
I use my system diagnostic device.
Yep, in this instance, it will apply. Get out your little tuner. Match those symbols. All right, what do you want to do with your stunt? Do you want to do it in half the time? Do you want to find stuff?
Half the time.
Half the time? Okay. All right, so instead of taking, the 10 minutes or whatever, it actually takes you 5. You do it really slick, easy. The diagnostic device serves its purpose in getting into this terminal. Interestingly enough, the codes that had been put in were actually UPP ones. They weren't Weyland-Yutani, which is probably what you would have been expecting. So whoever did this definitely had the correct authorization and didn't do it in a weird hacky way. But once you get in, you're able to flip on all of the lights and systems, and for half a second you're all slightly blinded as all of these lights just start kicking on and flooding the mine shaft with their light again. And all of the camera systems come back on, and shortly after you see a light blinking that says you have an incoming transmission. I
open up the transmission channel.
Hey, I see you on the cameras. It looks like you got it working again. And this is the voice of the guy who told you about the mission.
What was his name again? Did we get that last time? Or?
I don't think he ever gave his name to you.
Okay.
You kept asking, he's like, look, just do your job.
Yeah. We got an emergency down here.
Yeah, we heard the explosion. What happened?
We have, what was it again? What kind of troops? That need a,
You wait.
I think they were Colonial
Marines.
Marines, weren't they?
yeah, the colonial, oh yeah, colonial, yeah. We encountered colonial marines down here. They do not seem to be the ones who tampered with the terminal. They might have been looking for something else. Also, your wildlife down here is not the friendliest one. The main elevator is down because someone blew it up. We're going to the second one. Make sure it works. You're ready to meet us. We need to extract.
Well, looking at the cameras, it looks like everything is clear to the other lift. I will activate it and send it down to you now. I think I see the Marines you're talking about. Let me call back to base and see if we can get somebody out here to take care of this problem.
Send
job,
them down
Tom.
with the elevator. We'll see you up there.
So from here, you're able to much more easily make your way to that second lift. Takes you about another 10 minutes, so if I could get another air supply roll, that would be great.
Oh.
Fuck this one up.
Here we go.
Oh.
Ooh,
Dangerous.
Astrid with the backup.
Breathing fresh air.
Yep. So you make it back to the lift, and as you get there, it's just arriving, and the doors are opening up. It is empty, though. Like I said, it only took you guys like 10 minutes to get there now that everything's lit up and you have a firm idea of where you were going. Which is definitely not enough time for them to have gotten a Marine contingent out here.
Cavalry has not arrived yet. Let's get in.
All right, and this time you do
Alright.
not need to do the manual override since everything's functioning properly.
For
So
what,
you're
the
able
elevator?
to... Yep, correct. So the elevator, the lift goes up, and it stops at that midway floor. And you hear somebody come over the comms that says, go ahead and put back the air tanks and suits, and then you can come back up the rest of the way.
All right.
Are we safe from like the toxic zone?
Correct. This is like the level above before that begins.
It's like the high pressure zone, right? Like down deep. Or was it toxic atmosphere?
Sorry, what was that?
Was it a toxic atmosphere or the pressure? What
It's
was
a
it?
it's dense underneath.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So like you can survive in it, but it's super hard.
Oh yeah, breathing. Hard to do.
Yes.
What kind of role would that be to survive and that sort of thing? Survival?
It's stamina.
I would think
Yep,
it'd be
it's a stamina.
survival, but
Well, it's kind of both because it's really hard to breathe in it. And survival is, my understanding was more of like you're trying to find a safe place in the storm and stuff.
possibly, yeah.
Based off how I've read it anyway. But it could work for that as well,
Yeah, true.
potentially.
I'm just saying because I've never had to do a survival role before, so.
No, never yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to change that.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't. Just one thing, like, not making rolls or anything, but I thought like for stamina, and when that kind of fails, like role play wise, you roll for survival basically to cling on, I guess. To life.
That could be a good
That's a good
approach.
idea.
I think that's my interpretation of it, but you take it or leave it. It's all up to you. Okay.
No, that's a cool concept. I might use that. All right, so you guys leave the suits because they were all from here originally. I don't
Okay.
think you guys brought
Yep.
your own.
Well, I mean, I did.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's because you've got the special military grade.
True.
Oh
All
yeah.
right.
So, and that's probably for Zhao too. Is in the military grade one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So only
So it'd just be
Rachel's like,
Dmitry and Rachel that put him back. All right, and then after you do that, you're able to take the lift back up to the top, and when you get there, the foreman comes over and holds out his hand to you, Rachel, and says, "Thank you so much, comrade, for getting that back online."
yes, my pleasure.
Well, hopefully the maglev will be back soon and you can return to base.
That would be amazing.
Wunderbar.
Let's see if Myriad can make it. Welcome, by the way, Blackbird.
Oh. Yep. Sorry it took so long getting back. I didn't expect traffic to be that heavy.
That it's always the worst when you're in a hurry.
It is. Plus, I was leaving early from school, so that's the time everybody's leaving.
Makes sense.
Local
Hopefully
traffic
Myriad
jam at the
replies.
parking lot.
Did you say local traffic jam at the parking lot?
Yeah, like everyone trying to get out of there, you know.
Yeah.
I imagine.
All right, well, after waiting probably another 40 minutes or so long enough that all of your stress is basically going to be gone at this point, the
Nice.
maglev arrives, and it's got a nice contingent of like 2 squads of Marines that jump out, and they make their way to the lift and take it down into the mines. And then you guys are able to load up onto that train.
Rachel lights up and just mumbled like, "Looks like someone's in for a great time down there."
Astrid just sort of chuckles.
Rachel grins back, just taking another hit from the cigarette.
And Dmitry swigs some of his vodka from his flask. And he tips it up and it's empty and he's like, "We need to get back."
Yeah.
Agreed.
Come on, Myriad, reply. Because it would be best if he was back for when we switch to Yuri and Winters at the same time.
Mm.
And Tank, I guess.
Alrighty. So you guys will make your way back to the base.
Good old boarding school base.
More or less. Same
the
kind of-
boarding school.
Same lack of
UPP
freedom, same horrible food.
Hey, at least you get free food now, Rachel.
Oh. Yeah, because Rachel's really thrilled for all the food, huh?
Well, before you had to pretend to buy your own meals. Now you don't have to do that.
Yeah, well, that's true.
With your rolls or whatever that you took last time. Alrighty. Well, we will go ahead and come here. So, Yuri, last time for you, there was the ship exploding in the sky,
Explosion. And
it knocked you
lights
out.
out for me.
Yep. When you come to, you're in the med bay. Hooked up to a machine, EKG, just monitoring you. It's probably a day later, so you're super hungry and thirsty. Conveniently, there's like a cup of ice chips next to the table and what looks like cornbread. or next to your bed that you're in.
All right. Well, I'm gonna eat that.
You.
Oh,
Oh,
Myriad
okay.
just responded.
Awesome. Well, he'll
What?
get to do some extra interesting stuff too.
What's going on?
Myriad is
Myriad
coming. He'll be
reply.
late.
Oh, okay, good.
So, what's is my stress level? Is that affected or anything? Do I?
You will be at 0 at this point.
Okay.
Yep.
And then
You get
health-
a happy reset. Your health will be full health again.
All right.
You've been well taken care of while you were knocked out.
All right. So,
UPP's best, you know. In this same room, lying in, like, there's a curtain between you, and you can kind of see through it. The one crew member who had been on the ship that delivered the supplies is laying in the bed in this room near you. Just kind of laying there, sleeping, it looks like. And otherwise, there doesn't seem to be anybody else in here right now as you eat your ice chips and cornbread. You do have one of those nurse call buttons. You want to bug them.
I want to bug the nurses. Nah, for now I'll just sit here and eat my food.
You're like, I just want to eat. Because you were starving to begin with. You
Exactly.
didn't get
I
a...
was starving to begin with, so I just
Oh
want to
my
eat
God.
right now.
So yeah, the cornbread, it tastes better than you remember in the last 6 months. It's probably because it's made with fresh supplies or something. You're not certain, but it definitely tastes better than you remember in the past.
I hear somebody like.
What's what?
I hear some sort of like rubbing noise, like somebody rubbing their microphone or something.
Oh, that might be me.
Oh,
I
it's
got,
Lux.
Yep. Let me try if I can hover this thing a little bit different. All right.
That's better.
Yeah.
What was it, like your shirt on the mic or something?
Yeah, I'm using one of those Apple things. So,
Yep.
like the mic is on one of the wires.
Nope, yeah, that's why I asked if it was the mic on a shirt or something.
Yep.
Because I get the same thing when I do like work meetings on my Apple headphone things like that.
It's a blessed curse.
All right, Yuri, while you're finishing off that cornbread, nurse comes in to check on the patient in the bed next to you. So isn't even looking in on you right now. But you heard the door open. You can see again through that curtain somebody's over there checking on the patient.
All right.
Are you going to say or do anything? Or just
I guess I'll
patiently
just-
wait?
I'll just give a hello or something. Just some acknowledgement.
You actually startle her, and she kind of noticeably jumps and turns and looks through the curtain. She's like, "Oh, you're awake, comrade.
Yeah. Yes, finally.
How are you feeling today?"
Starving. I was starving, but not so much anymore.
She pulls out a pen light and says, "Open your eyes. Let's take a look, see if you have any lingering symptoms of your concussion."
All right, I open my eyes.
So she does some basic checks on you. Stick out your tongue for me. Say, yep. Looking good. How's the head feeling today?
The head, it's feeling better.
Great. Well, give me a little bit. I'll get with the doctor and we'll see if we can get you discharged.
Yeah, all right, that'd be nice.
All right, and I'll get you some more cornbread from the mess hall. Do you need more water?
Oh, thank you very much.
All right. In a minute, comrade. And then she takes your empty tray and heads out. From the bed next to you, you hear the guy laying there kind of groaning a little bit. And go ahead and give me an observation if you would.
Observation. All right. Let me get up my character sheet.
All right. So, looking over, he looks really pale and like he's covered in sweat, like he's feverish.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
I know who this is.
It is not the person that you dealt with, Lux. This is somebody different. It is not the girl who was in the bay with you.
Doctor.
Is it the guy who got his hand burned off?
Nope, this is the guy from the ship that
Oh, the one they brought in
brought
on
the
the
supplies, yeah.
the stretcher. Okay.
And he was
God.
shot in the gut with a shotgun,
Ouch.
remember?
What?
Oh yes, I
Hmm.
remember.
Way back in session 1.
I don't think I remember.
Well, yeah, before the
That's
ship
the
got
only one I remember.
Yeah, before the ship got shot
The
down,
tra-
this guy
the-
brought in a stretcher.
That was the train episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got shot.
Yeah,
Hogwarts
because
Express.
the reason Dr. Winters had to go along was because they had an injured crew member that needed tending to. And this is that crew member. The only person who survived that ship because they were conveniently not aboard when it got blown up.
Okay.
That does tend to be a good strategy to
What a
survive
great
these
day
things.
to get shot.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I got shot and got to get leave behind. Things most people never. But yeah, he doesn't look very good. And his vitals, you can kind of hear just that steady beep, 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 beep of the EKG, but he doesn't look very well. After a moment,
Didn't bother him.
you're gonna bother him.
It's like,
No, I
that's
said
like
I
Shaun of
probably
the
shouldn't
Dead.
bother
Are
him.
you all right?
So after a few minutes, a doctor that you're not super familiar with, you've probably seen him in passing a couple times. He comes in and he says, "The nurse lets me know that you're feeling better today."
Oh yes, much better than before.
Excellent. Do you think that you could stand up?
I'll do my best.
And
And I-
of course, it's no problem.
Yep, just standing up.
Excellent. He gets out his pen light and says, "Open your eyes wide." Shines it in there, does the same thing the nurse did.
Yep.
You look good to me. Go ahead and report back to duty if you want. And he hands you a little chit. And he says, "Go ahead and hit the mess hall down here. This will get you a free meal before you return to your duties."
Oh, thank you so much, comrade.
Your clothes are in the wardrobe over there, by the way.
Mm.
And
Thank
this
you.
is probably when you realize you're in one of those gowns.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, doctor.
Hot.
Have an excellent day. And he heads out.
All right. Where's the? Okay. So I guess I just go and get my stuff, and then go get my clothes, and then head to the mess hall.
Okay, to eat some grub.
Yep.
And yes, all
More
of your things
cornbread.
are there still. I think you had a sidearm. It's still there. All of that. Those
Yeah,
goodies.
my M4 service pistol. Or
Yep. So while you're in the mess hall, you overhear some interesting conversations. Apparently,
do I need to observe?
yeah, go ahead and give me one. We'll see if you can get extra juicy
All right.
information.
Any modifications or anything?
You would not have any modifiers on it.
All right.
Ooh, all right. How do you want to use this stunt? Do you want to get extra information for it?
Yeah, that's probably what I do. Let me see what I've. Anything else? Yeah, it's just Yep, I'll just get extra information with it.
Okay. So the first thing that you kind of overhear is it sounds like tensions while you've been out between the UPP and the Weyland-Yutani people here have escalated to the point where it sounds like one of their ships has been blown out of the sky by a drop ship that we have. And there's just been some weird confrontations. Apparently, the comms array got knocked out during the night, and you overhear that Astrid and Zhao are on a mission out to that to get it repaired. So basically, we got supplies, but things are worse. And that's probably the other good piece of information you get. You guys got back all of the supplies that have been offloaded.
All right. So we've got supplies, but tensions are pretty high.
They're very high, even worse than they were before.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Probably nothing else of relevance would occur here for you. What would be your next thing you would see to?
I assume I'll report back up to my superiors and let them know I'm all good.
To the mayor?
Yep.
That's who it would be Mayor Wu.
Yes, to Mayor Wu, and just let them know I'm all good.
Will put you back up here. And you would be reporting into the government offices.
Yeah.
All right, so Mayor Wu would look up from her desk as you come in and be like, Comrade Yuri, you're feeling better.
Yes, Agent Novikov reporting for duty again.
Excellent, excellent. I hope there's no lasting problems from your injury.
None so far, but we'll just have to see.
Well, it could be worse. I did send out your team to check out the comms array. I just wanted to let you know that they will not be available for the foreseeable future until they get that taken care of. So at this time, if you want, you can just tend to some R&R, as the Americans say it.
Understood. I hear tensions have not been too well with the Weyland-Yutani.
Well, after they destroyed our ship, apparently they had a ship land and they demanded our supplies and said that we stole from them, and big mess. Yes, unfortunately, military escalation has been occurring here. We did have to take out one of their ships as it was coming in from orbit. It looked like it was some kind of U.S. Marine ship or something. We definitely don't want them to have more boots on the ground, so to say.
Of course. Well, if you need anything from me, you let me know.
Absolutely, comrade. And glad to see you're on your feet again.
It's good to be back on my feet.
So, and you will have gotten paid. Let me find that. Does anybody remember what page that was on by chance?
It's in the section on currency, I know that. So, just the index, let me pull up the...
There's something near the back of the book about...
I know, I just need to find it. Salaries, 162.
I remembered it,
Yeah,
I remember that that's in the back of the book, but it's quite...
It's actually in the middle.
Yeah.
Page 162, yep.
It feels
What
further
page?
back than it is.
162.
Yeah, it does.
All right,
So
so
does that
when
mean
you
all
are
the
a government
good-
official,
Do the rest of us get paid?
he's back in time a day.
All I can say is that this book, you can tell how oversaturated with ink it is because it still smells like a new book.
Mine does
I got
too,
it
yeah.
like 3 months ago. Like, because I opened the page on on pavement, I was like blasting, like, good lord.
Gotta love that fresh book smell.
Oh, it's kind of
core
strong
book.
with this book.
Let's see.
That's
You
probably gonna last till
are
like the end of the year.
It's just all part of the experience, you know.
Exactly.
that.
Free League Publishing knows what they're doing.
Free League makes
It's all of
quality
that
stuff that
solid
immerses you
coverage.
through scent. Scent alone is an immersive quantity of Free League's experience package.
All right,
comes
so
with the
I
book.
guess I'm getting somewhere in between $540 and $1,200.
Yeah, you're not going to be that 1200 range.
I mean, yeah,
but
I
you're
know,
definitely
just-
not the low level range either. Probably, we'll say you're at, we'll say 750. Does that work for you?
750. Yep, that is perfectly fine.
So you
Laughs
made
and specialist job.
$750 while you were knocked out.
For laying in a bed.
Oh,
For
Nice.
crap.
well, I mean, you did kind of take charge on the trip out.
Wait,
Yeah.
how do you get 750? What career is it? Corporate?
Yep, exactly. He's
She's
a
the
higher ranking
company
official.
agent.
Okay.
He makes good money for doing very little.
Ah,
Meanwhile, this pay is kind of bleh for me, even though I'm...
yeah, like for
Wow.
us,
But yeah, oh yeah.
we're doing all the job.
Yeah, we're
I
doing
did
That's
get
the military
two
for you.
successes. I did get 2 successes off a 3 dice roll, so
Oh yeah, the gunshot.
Meantime, Rachel's just making dough.
Yeah, Rachel makes the good money out of the
Rachel
group.
is the rich.
all right.
But- I mean, what, 2 PhDs or whatever?
Almost.
So how much do we get?
You guys got paid last session.
Oh, okay.
He's doing backtracking type stuff right now.
Yeah, he was paid for
Alright.
being a
So at this point, you guys are actually dealing with some scary shit at the comms array right now.
Hmm.
While
So
he's
I'm just
waking
gonna
up and
rest
eating.
out.
Wait, hold on. We went back to the comms array?
No, this is
we were-
happening while you're doing that from last session.
Oh, so it's like, meanwhile, from his point...
4
Yeah, while
hours
this is
While we were
a day
fighting our
earlier before the mine
A
stuff.
flashback episode.
life.
Exactly. That's exactly what's happening.
Yeah,
it's the
that's
flashback
really
episode.
Clips episode.
And I would have
Save
started
money.
with this, but he was a little bit late. But I don't mind if you guys don't.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine.
All right, so I'm just gonna go do some rest.
Okay. And you get government housing, unless your rest is the bar.
No.
Because that is the high-end
Responsible
bar.
adult.
And Dmitry and Rachel can attest to how expensive the booze is here. They got paid and hit the bar. Actually,
Even
I think they
Rachel
hit the
doesn't go
tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys did the tavern on the first floor.
All right, well, you guys, we can head back to the comm array now.
Yep, so they do their events, you rest. You get awakened by a lot of just people, like, it got really loud out in the hallway while you were sleeping. And that's what awakens you, is like people talking heatedly and quickly and lots of footsteps in the
God.
hallway outside.
Okay,
So
so
it sounds like panic outside. And that's kind of what you awaken to. It's just
Not
the noises
fully-
of that.
not fully understanding that this is completely panic. I'm just like, hey, comrades, keep it down. I'm trying to get my beauty sleep.
At some point, you hear a knocking on the door, kind of a loud banging.
What? What is it? I go and open the
It's-
door.
It's Mayor Wu. She's
Great.
standing there. She's like,
Oh,
Comrade Yuri, we've
I
had some.
immediately snapped to attention, say, "Oh, Mayor Wu, I apologize."
I understand. You're tired, but some things have come to light. Apparently, there was some kind of alien creature at the comms array that had taken everyone out. Luckily, it sounds like your Marines that we had sent with you to get the supplies did an excellent job of cleaning it up, and they are going to be bringing back a sample to us. And I'm very excited, but at the same time disturbed.
Wait, is that in
We
reference
also-
to? Oh, sorry.
Yes, this is in reference to what happened at the
To the
comms array.
Neomorph?
Mm.
Like
Yep.
the fact we brought back the Neo?
You're bringing it back.
Okay, that's what I was double checking.
So, Comrade Yuri, I was hoping that you would do a quick mission for me. We need some things from Umbra Starport, and I was hoping you would discreetly go in and collect them for me, if you would.
Understood. What do you need collected?
She hands you a tablet, and it's just got a list of a couple supplies. They seem discreet. One of them says top secret, and it just has a name of who you're going to talk to. And she taps that line and says, "This line is most important. Everything else secondary."
Understood. What should I do if I'm not certain that people are too happy to see me though? What happens if there's some unrest between that happens with the civilians there?
We have a Marine contingent now, always stationed at the starport for when our ships come in.
Good. All right.
So
I'll get it done.
You should be okay. Oh, and here, she hands you some clothes that look like just regular clothes. They don't have any UPP markings or anything on it. And she says, "This would probably be best to wear, just in case."
Yes. Not exactly a regala I'm going to, is it?
No. Thank you. And she turns and quickly walks away.
I salute. Alright, I guess I go and I get changed into the regular civilian clothes.
Yep.
And I go and get my stuff.
You
I
are allowed to go replenish your supply of ammunition at this point for your service
yes,
pistol.
I would definitely like that.
They will give you 2 reloads.
Alright. Could I buy one more from him just in case?
Are you gonna actually try to ask that of the armory person?
Yeah, you're right. I'll just.
You can. I would just make you do a manipulation check. Astrid actually did the same thing. If it makes you feel better.
Oh, to get more ammo?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Get an extra gun or something.
Okay, yeah. I suppose I'll try it. I sort of sigh and say, is there any chance I could get one more? I really would like to. I really just would like to feel as safe as possible. And I'll
Go ahead and roll your manipulation. All right.
Yeah, right on.
All right. So the arms master will be like, "Do you know how to use that thing?"
Yes, I am perfectly capable of using a fire.
Well, very well. We don't usually give out ammunition to civilians, but as long as you don't report me, I won't report you. And he hands you another magazine.
I sort of do a little, sort of like a little lip zipped thing just across my mouth.
Yeah, he doesn't realize that you're higher ranking than him.
Yeah.
So you have 3 reloads.
Yeah.
Is there anything
Alright.
else you want to collect or try to collect before you head to the starport?
No, nothing else I really have. I just have my pistol, my doses of Napraleave, my money, my gun, and yeah, I've got my signature item. I should have everything I need.
Okay. So the trip.
Oh, well, also
to...
I grab some food before I go.
You're
I'm
like,
not
no,
gonna
I will have
starve this
food.
time.
Good decision.
Food and water. I'm not starving this time.
Okay. Are you gonna get that from, like the bar? Or are you going to try and get it from the mess hall? Where are you trying to collect your food at?
I do the mess hall.
Okay. So you will have to pay for it. Go ahead and roll me a die 6
Oh yeah, I can pay
times
for
10.
that. I got plenty of cash.
We'll roll a die 6 times 10, and that's how much they'll charge you for the meal.
A D6
And water.
times 10. Okay.
So if you really screw up, you have to pay 60.
Oh boy. All right,
Which
so I'll
is a
just
good bottle of vodka.
You want me to just roll 1d6 and then we'll just multiply
Yep.
that by 10?
Correct. So $50.
Ugh.
And you'll actually get an MRE and a water bottle to take with you as well.
All right.
Assuming you have enough encumbrance for that. Because let's see, the MRE I think is a weight of 1. Nope, it's a quarter. So yeah, you should be fine.
Yep. All right, I think I'm all good to go.
All right, so you make the trip to the starport. Oh, everybody's still on there. This is not where everybody else is, of course. You would be here. But
All
these
right.
people are not.
So I just come on in and I look at the list to see the 2 things I need before the top secret thing. I check it discreetly.
Okay. So, first thing you'll notice when you get here, landing pad 1 actually has a ship landed there, UPP ship. Looks to be a military one by the markings on it. And there is definitely, you can see a presence of Marines around here walking around like pairs as they're just kind of like walking up and down the platform around these warehouses and stuff. You don't see any of the dock workers that had been here the last time you were here that were all basically on the verge of rioting. None of them are present in this area. You just see the UPP Marines.
All right. So I check the list and see what stuff that Mayor Wu needs first.
All right. So go ahead and pick any of the shops. The first things you're looking for are some medical supplies. You're looking
All right.
for some base.
What?
Basically something that would neutralize acidic materials.
Oh, like a base, I see.
Yeah.
So, wait, hold on, just because I was kind of zoned out a little bit. What is he doing?
Right now he's getting some medical supplies. He's looking for stuff to neutralize acids.
And he's at the starport now?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
He's shopping for
I got the shopping list.
corporation, or
So
not the
is this
corporation.
happening, like, during the time that we were in the mines?
So now you guys would probably be in the mines as he's doing this.
Okay. So he's getting the shit to take care of the guy who got his hand burned off.
Yep.
Okay.
So let's see. Go ahead and do an observation for me to see how easily you're able to find somebody who carries the supplies you need.
All right.
Ooh, excellent.
This job.
What do you want to do with that stunt? You can
Thank
save
God I
it for
have it.
later. What other options are there on a...
The observation in the handbook, in the core rulebook, it seems to just describe it in relation to, like, finding some sort of threat.
Yeah, like, is it coming for me? Are there more of
Is the
them?
medicine coming?
How do I
for
get
me?
in? Pass her away.
I have to escape the medicine.
I mean, and you can also do the +1 to a later related roll as well.
Yeah, I'll do that. +1 to
Okay.
a later one related to this.
Okay, awesome.
Jeez, that I have good observation. I've had to make a lot of those.
You do have good observation, actually.
Yeah, it's
Not
one of
as
the
great as Rachel, though.
Yeah, the
No.
observation is one of the company agent skills, so...
Ah, okay. So you're able to find a shop. The person in there is this skinny, tall dude wearing like the medical lab coat thing. He's got glasses on, and he looks you up and down when you come in and ask for these medical supplies. And he's like, what's a civilian need with medical supplies like this?
Time to lie. Lie. Sick mother, sick sister, sick.
For agents to neutralize acid?
For agents
Well,
to...
I'm making meth, okay?
Hey, come on, man. Just be cool with it. I was just making meth. Well, it's just for some sick family members, you know?
Sick family members need this kind of stuff? Come on, Ruski, don't yank my chain.
Darn. Huh. And so I sort of... Jeez, this is actually kind of difficult. Ugh, man, what do I say?
Go ahead and give me a manipulation, if you would.
Alright.
Ooh, you have not failed one roll today. You're on a roll.
Don't jinx it.
That's the point. We got to get your stress going. No. All
We're
right.
gonna get you stressed out. Yeah, I just kind of like... I just sort of... I just lie as best I can.
Okay. So, as you're trying to, be like, oh, sick,
You know, time...
whatever.
Times
Where
are
do you
hard,
keep
I
your
need
nap
winter
relief?
supplies. Where do I keep the nap relief?
Yes.
Huh. I assume I just
Would it
keep
be in your
my-
suitcase or like in a pocket or something?
Did they give me a suitcase?
Did you not take one?
No, I
don't
took the
remember.
pit. I
Oh,
took the pistol.
that's all right.
And the nap relief.
That's right. Okay. Well, while you're
So
talking
I'm
to
just
him,
hiding my pocket and all
he
that.
actually notices your nap relief in your like inside pocket of your jacket, and he's like, "Oh, you know what? Say no more. You're good. Here, let me get you what you want." And he goes and grabs some things, and he puts some couple like 2 more nap reliefs on the counter under his hand.
All
and he
right.
says, "So, you want to give me what 250 for the lot?"
Of course.
So
Get to my sheet.
you will have 2 more nap reliefs.
All right. I'm up to 8 nap reliefs.
Oh my gosh.
Because I rolled a 6 with the D6. When we first
Oh
started.
yeah, you got lucky when you did
I
that.
got incredibly lucky when I rolled that, so I just have a ton.
Yeah, that's how I was with my android medic in another campaign. Like, I just lucked out with that relief.
Rolling and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can try to bring my stress up, but I'll just keep bringing it back down.
Yeah.
Yeah. But remember, the more you take in a
The
shift,
more I take,
you
the more
get
agility
other
penalties
effects.
I get.
What are the other effects?
I'd have to
For
look it up,
every
but it can be
additional one.
bad.
It's for every additional nap relief dose you take during a shift, you get a -1 modification to all agility-based rolls.
Ouch.
So I can
Yeah,
only
so you could really hurt your agility.
Yeah, so I can only safely use it once per shift.
Yeah, safely. All right, so for this last thing that you need, it's going to be in the command center there.
Oh, did I get the bases as well? Or
Yeah, he gave you all the things. Like I said, the first part of the list was all basically medical supplies. But for this last top secret thing, it's going to be in the command center.
all right.
So you're able to come in here. It's very busy. There's sections for like security. There's another area that would go up to the air traffic control tower. It's a very busy area with a lot of uniformed people from the can't remember.
You sound like really laggy. I couldn't understand a word of that.
Same. What? That's really bad.
Yeah.
You're barely there.
Yeah. It's getting worse.
What?
Is that better?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, that was really weird. Like it slowly went down from green to 2 bars to 1 bar. And then you guys are like, I can't hear you, and I could hear you. So, all right, disconnecting and reconnecting worked. Okay, sorry about that.
That's cool.
It's
Internet,
like
man.
millions of packets suddenly cried out in terror.
Exactly.
I fear something terrible has happened.
That's funny.
All right. So yeah, there's a lot of uniformed people here. There is a little security office. If you tap on the top secret part line, it will tell you where you need to go. And you're looking for a specific security officer here. His last name is Hopkins. So if you want to give me an observation roll to see if you can pick out this Hopkins guy from all of the other security
Hopkins.
personnel. Dang, man, still on a roll. All right. So you're able to, walk around and you're just glancing at name tags, and fairly quickly, probably 10 minutes or less, you're able to find Hopkins and you're able to approach him. He's just standing behind a security desk, kind of flipping through a magazine. Looks up when you walk up. How can I help you?
So, is my thing on the screen? Do I need to just ask him to come with me?
So it says, let him know you're there for the UPP shipment.
The UPP shipment?
Yep.
All right, yeah. So I just kind of confirm before I say this. I'm like, you are Officer Hopkins?
Looks at his name tag. Yep, that's what it says.
All right. I'm here for the UPP shipment.
He drops the magazine and looks around quickly to see if anybody else is nearby, and he says, "Shh, keep it down."
Oh, yes, of course, comrade.
Give me a minute. I'll be right back. And he
Of course.
turns and heads into the office behind him. go ahead and give me another observation roll while you're waiting for him.
All right.
Really trying to get him stressed, huh?
He refuses.
Try to tie
There
his
you go.
shoelaces.
There
Do you
we go.
want
going
to
on
push it?
Oh, see, you're trying to get him to push.
See, there we go.
I'll push it. I've got no stress at the moment. I'll push it.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Got to start the spiral somewhere.
He lost his stressless.
Oh, you forgot
immunity.
to add your stress. So
Oops.
up your
Oh, yeah.
stress and then roll just one stress die.
Okay. Sorry.
But that is 2
Please
successes
do
on the
not
push.
Panic.
As long as, yep, you're good. Okay.
Okay. I was like, if I just all of a sudden panicked right then and there.
You're like, he left me alone.
He left me alone. What's going on?
There would be a reason for you to panic, though. As you look around, waiting for him, you notice in this direction and this direction some
Somewhat.
Weyland. So the north and south doors,
All right.
you notice some Weyland-Yutani colonial marines come in. There's 3 from each side. They're
It was a
armed.
setup.
They've got their pulse rifles are slung on their backs, so they're not like in a ready position. But from your experience here on Luna Umbra, you don't usually see any of the military types that don't belong to the ISCS in this specific area.
Okay, well, since I got a second success on that, I could actually. I think one of those stuns would actually come in handy here. I can do either the. Is it coming for me, or are there more of them close by, or how do I get in, past, or away?
Yep, which one do you want to use?
I'd say. I'm gonna say, how do I get in, past, or away? I think I should try and figure that out.
So, for getting past or away if you need to?
Yeah, how do I get past them or away from them if I need to?
Okay, so one way would be to go into the security office that Hopkins just went in. Another way is you could try and get into one of the other secure areas like the air traffic control center or the main security office. There is a area that actually has metal detectors and x-ray machines that you could attempt to go through. At the very least, you know they wouldn't be able to get through that section with their weapons.
But I have a
You
weapon on
could
me as
have a
well,
couple
so...
options depending on what you wanted to do.
Alright, well, that's good. I've got options.
So while these people are they come in and they get out of the door entrances and they just start kind of looking around. They're probably trying to seem nonchalant, but they're clearly looking for somebody or something. And shortly after they take up these kind of observatory stations, the security officer, Hopkins, comes back out, and he's got a little black box. It's probably the size of a like a old GameCube.
Don't mind me, Weyland-Yutani. It's just my Nintendo GameCube.
And he sets it on the counter by you. And he says, I think this is what you're coming for.
He said that quietly, right?
Yes and no. Like, he wasn't loud, but he wasn't whispering about it.
Okay, well, alright, so I take it and I put it in my pocket, try to, well, wherever I can hide it, you know?
Yeah. he does have suitcases, potentially, if you want to try and get one from him.
Yeah, I'll try for that. You want me to do manipulation or something, or?
Yeah, go ahead and see if you can convince him to give you something to carry it in.
All right.
Oh, good job.
All right.
Let's see. Looks down at his feet and he grabs a metal briefcase and sets it on the desk there and says, "This looks like it'd be big enough."
Well, looks like I got that chrome briefcase after all. All right, I said thank you, comrade, and I put the box in the suitcase.
Hey, I ain't your comrade, mate.
Oh, yeah.
You just...
I'm like, you know what I mean.
Yeah, just be about yourself.
You as well.
Oh, and tell your friends over there that they need to not be hanging out here with them weapons. And he points at the Marines.
Wait, which Marines?
The Weyland-Yutani ones.
Oh.
The Weyland-Yutani ones.
Are apparently your friends. And he's probably being sarcastic, but you're not 100% sure.
Yeah. I sort of just, I hear what he says, and I just say, yes, of course. Like, not really meaning it, just getting out of the conversation.
All right, which door do you want to head towards?
Where did I come in?
You came in through the north door because I was near the medical stuff.
All right. I guess I'll make my way back towards the north door.
All right, and this is where you get to give me an awesome, I believe it's mobility for slinking past these people without them catching you in the crowd.
Sorry, give me a second, you guys.
Just wear like a black cloak over your head like in Star Wars, you'll be fine.
You don't want to sell me death sticks. I thought he said 1 second.
I apologize. That was just.
I'm just.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So mobility roll.
Yep. Nice.
Oh,
all right.
wow.
Oh, snap.
Mobility. For a stunt, I guess, can I give myself a +1 modification to a later one relating to this?
Yeah.
All right.
My
I'll do that.
recommendation would be just like write a note on your character sheet to do that.
Oh, they don't see. You're able to very easily blend in with the crowd. Good thinking ahead of Mayor Wu giving you civilian clothes.
Yes, exactly. I sort of think to myself, I'll have to thank Mayor Wu when I return.
And you're able to basically walk right past them without them seeming to care.
All right, let me note that I can get a +1 to later manipulation rolls.
Well, mobility.
I mean, no,
sneaking
mobility.
past
Yes,
people.
Yeah, a later mobility roll to sneak past someone.
Yep.
All right, so I get out. I've got everything I need. I'm gonna get on back to. I guess I'll just head back to base.
All right. So you make your way back to here. And you will arrive at the same time as our dear friends Dmitry, Zhao, and Astrid and Rachel.
Also, can I say that, like, while we were on the train, I taught Zhao the thing on observation?
Oh, that's the perfect time for that.
Yeah.
Yay.
So your
Now I have
observation
that.
goes up
Could
plus
I have
1.
found some downtime yet to do maintenance, or?
These trains probably do have a restroom compartment that you could go stash yourself in to do that, yes.
Excellent.
Does that require a Comtech roll?
I think it
Probably.
does. To repair yourself if you're an android.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's contact.
Alright, I'll use my diagnostic device.
And by the way, Yuri, you're down to 0 stress because the trip has no events on it coming back, and it's long
Alright.
enough.
Yep, everything
Oh,
went
Jesus.
peacefully.
Almost.
Well, you've almost got full hit points again, or health.
How does it work with like other talents? Because I still want to do another attempt at the tough talent.
I think
Did you roll and fail last time?
Yeah.
When you sleep and wake up for the next day, you can do it again.
All right.
So it has not been a day yet. Because it takes like, what,
shift.
half a shift to get from the mine to here? And then,
Gotcha.
probably in one shift you could try again.
All right. What do I roll for
that?
that?
Also
Everything is
reminds
wits,
me,
right?
after the first session ended, I did
Just one
roll
second.
my wits
That
roll
is
to
wits, right?
pick
Yeah,
up a
it's wits.
talent, so I
Okay.
did take a talent.
Okay, did you roll your wits for that? I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
I rolled it way after the first session ended,
Okay.
and I did succeed it. I took rapid reload.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I took rapid fire.
We got some rapid
Interesting.
people here.
Yeah, I always take
I just
rapid
know at
fi-
some point I'm gonna run out of ammo, and I'd like to not have to waste a turn when that happens.
Makes sense.
Imagine running out of ammo.
Because you can't.
Yeah, so you might as well take rapid fire, and then you can just like bang, 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 bang to shoot multiple times in a row.
Nah, I'm gonna go just full on because there's no repercussions for me from doing that.
Well, I mean, you got good luck getting a machine gun first, but
Yeah, true, but let's say I do get my hands on one. So
yeah,
I think
you
the
have
biggest
one right now?
danger is me just not hitting shit.
yeah. That's, I mean, that happened before.
I think you do have a pulse rifle right now.
That is correct.
Oh, there you go.
Assuming they let you keep it.
That is.
I doubt that.
Alright, so yes, the trains come into the station at the same time. So you 4 are able to offload. And you would probably recognize them, and you would remember Mayor Wu having said that they dealt with some kind of alien life form at the comms array.
Hmm.
And you'd remember them from when you originally went to the starport.
Yeah, I sort of.
Tree, by the way, bails straight to the bar.
Of course. Just imagine like hightail like sprinting down the hall to the bar.
It's like, I need to refill my flask. I don't want to deal with this. Scorpions
going
and
through
Marines
withdrawal.
and... Alright, so yes, you are all back.
Great.
Did I cut out again?
No.
No,
No.
you're
Okay.
here.
What's everybody going to do?
Well, I know that. I guess Astrid's going to go to the.
Do we need to report back to someone?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, usually they want you to report back after a mission.
Same with me. I'm gonna report back to Mayor Wu that I got the stuff.
By the way, are people able to carry like military personnel able to carry weapons on their person as like security?
Where it's become a heightened security situation, yes.
Alright.
It is now going to be reasonable for you to always have your main weapon on you or a
Yeah.
sidearm or something.
So my
The smart gun though, probably not, just because it's so freaking bulky.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least I can get reload like next time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, God knows.
The next time they send you out to do something, you can get reloads for sure.
Yeah, but I'll just have my
I
shit
would
on.
probably ask for a service pistol to keep with me.
Don't you already have one?
I only have my smart guns now.
Oh well, I still
Smart
have my...
gun and grenades, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, I
Oh yeah.
I've still got a heavy pulse rifle, 3 grenades, a pistol. You know.
All right, so you two head downstairs. Yuri actually heads upstairs. Where do you head off to, Rachel?
To check on the lab, actually.
You want to head to the lab? Okay.
Yes.
So we've got 3 going down and 1 going up. We'll do
Yes.
you real quick, Yuri. So you would be reporting here. You get in and Mayor Wu's in her office. The door's closed. She's got a secretary there who looks up and sees you and says, Mayor Wu is busy right now. You will have to come back later.
Oh, of course.
So,
I apologize, and I leave the area.
and you are still in your civilian clothes, by the way.
Oh yeah, I should.
So they're not going to be as responsive to your presence.
All right, yeah, I should probably change out of those.
Okay. So while you're changing, we will jump to the sub-level for our Marines and for Rachel.
So you fixed the token size thing. So.
I've just left them on there. I just moved them out of the map area. That way you don't have to keep redragging them on.
Oh, I already did that because my token's now updated my old ones. There.
Oh.
So I could just
There's a new one of you? Oh, yep,
Yeah.
cool.
See with their new hair.
Here, I'm gonna turn your name back on if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
There. Okay. Yuri is not here, though. I don't think. You're changing, so... Alright. So you two... You'll notice that the officers' quarters are kind of empty-ish. There's one officer on duty. Normally, there's a couple people here. And also, as you're coming through the halls, this area seems really empty right now. So when you get in to report in, the officer looks up and he's like, back from the mine then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything to report?
We encountered colonial marine presence. We engaged hostiles, terminated most of them. We also encountered unidentified scorpion creature. We don't know if it's...
Scorpion?
Yeah.
Big as a human.
He shudders visibly.
I wouldn't say it was that big. But yes, it was
big.
It was definitely...
It was definitely dog-sized, a
that
big
was
dog.
for sure.
Well, turn in your weapons.
Wait, I thought we were allowed to keep them.
Well, you can't walk around with your grenades. We don't want an accident.
I was saying that like out of character, but...
Well, he's saying, yeah, like the heavy weaponry, like the grenades and stuff. Turn that in. They don't want you accidentally blowing up the...
blowing up the base.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask him like, I want a sidearm, like, for me, just to keep it. Well, you see, because the situation is quite unnormal recently.
Very good point. Go talk to the armorer.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just gonna go
There
ahead
we
and
go.
get reloads up to 3 for my heavy pulse rifle.
So,
Oh, sorry.
you come into the armory, and it's actually kind of bare in here.
Oh.
A lot of the weapons seem to have been checked out.
Oh.
Oh no.
So the armor sees you and says, "Oh, good, we can finally chuck some things back in."
Not exactly. We went through a lot of munitions when we were in Zemine, and we are here to restock.
Well, how many rounds, magazines do you have left?
1 loaded and 1 in reserve.
Well, I can give you 1 more reserve, but no more than that. We have lots of patrols happening now, and they need all of the ammo when they're out in doing their missions.
Scheisse, understood. In terms of, is there something I can exchange for grenades, like another weapon or like non-lethal grenades or something like that?
Go ahead and give me a manipulation. See if you can convince them that you'd be okay with having grenades if they were non-lethal.
Well, I mean, if they trusted me with 3 grenades and a mine shaft, I would think that...
Well, but you also, you weren't in the main base by these research laboratories and the reactor and...
Yeah. Manipulation. Yay!
Holy
Alright,
shit.
so you can swap those G1s for G2s.
Alright, ball breakers, awesome. Alright.
Alright, Zhao, go ahead and give me a manipulation to see if you can get a sidearm.
Oh no. That'll be terrible.
Well, wait, can I... Never mind.
Yeah, you can. Maybe you can vouch. or-
Yeah, what I was going to
Well,
do is I was going to see if
I
could-
would say like the officer like kind of agreed that I can have a sidearm.
Well, no, I mean,
Okay.
I was saying I was going to give you a +1 and, like, vouch for Zhao, but okay.
Go ahead and roll that again with +2. So 1 for having
Alright.
Astrid present, and then 1 for saying that the officer vouched for you, because he did. So if this person really wanted to question it, they would get it verified. There you
Yes.
go. Woo! Alright, so he says, I can give you 1 pistol, 1 reload.
Alright, I'll take it.
What kind of pistol? Service, revolver, laser?
Yeah, service.
Yeah, okay.
1 service pistol.
And I guess I'll hand in my smart gun.
And then you guys are probably feeling the effects of hunger at this point,
Yeah, so
so
I'm
it
gonna-
wouldn't be
I
a
was about
miss
to-
to get food.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like after getting more shit, I'm going down to the mess hall to munch away my
that's-
troubles.
Yeah, yeah, same. We basically have the same routine.
Oh, wait,
Alright.
hold on. The ball breakers only affect humans?
They can do things to electronics.
Well, no, I
Is
was talking
kind
about
of-
it's like aliens that, I mean,
Let's see. Does it...
because I know in the thing you
Actually-
have written, but it's like in Aliens Colonial Marines, it's like, I mean, they were mentioned in Aliens, but they're shown in ACM. And,
Yeah, it does say all humans, huh?
God,
Hmm.
well, what are you supposed to use them for if not humans?
I mean, that is the purpose, is crowd control.
True. But I mean, I know in ACM they like stun you in place and electrocute you. So, but whatever. I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just rereading the
That's
description.
fine.
It is very clear about humans.
What's interesting is that there are actually flashbangs and smoke grenades.
That's not in the book, though.
It is actually. Not
Oh,
as-
where is that at?
In the description for the U1, the grenade launcher.
Oh,
Because
okay.
It says, Other targets. A smoke grenade causes no damage but blocks line of sight inside, into, and out of the target zone. A flash grenade forces all targets in the zone to make an immediate stamina roll or lose their next slow action.
Oh, okay.
So I would assume that they could also double as, like handheld grenades, probably. Like using those rules. So just something to bear in mind.
What page is that on again?
It's in the gear section. It's under the description of heavy weapons. Like I can.
Other types such as flashbangs or G2s. The U1 is your friend. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's in the second paragraph. Huh.
Yeah.
Somehow I've missed that before.
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you. Today I learned.
Well, being
Alrighty.
the maniac for weapons that I am, I often read those things quite extensively.
We'll say, how about this then? You can have a G2, a smoke, and a flash. So one of each.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so let me edit my character sheet for that then.
Assuming you have enough lines.
Yeah, I've got 3 spare, and then that. Okay, so 1 G2, 1 flash, 1 smoke.
All right, Rachel. So you come to the door. There's actually a pair of Marines guarding this door. And they look at you as you walk up and say, clearance level?
Do I have one that I know of?
Yeah, you're Epsilon.
Oh my god. Epsilon. I showed him an ID card, I think.
Yep.
I would. Okay.
If you want, I'll,
Uh,
while this is going on, I'll write down the stats for the flash and smoke grenades, and then you can just put them on cards.
Okay.
So.
They take your card and they beep it on the little scanner thing, and it flashes up yellow for a second, and then it goes green, and they say, stay in the first area, labs. Don't go into the other sections.
What is going on what is going on in quarantine? I was present when it was cordoned off.
That's above our pay grade, ma'am.
You don't know?
You'll have to ask your comrades inside.
All right. Good one. And I just stepped through the doors.
All right. So you come inside and there's not a lot of people. Probably like 8, which is more than you've seen, but this area could hold a lot more people than that. And they've definitely got the area towards like the bio research and that quarantine section is clearly blocked off, doors sealed. And there's no one guarding it, but it's got big red light above the door saying that it's locked and sealed, like pressurized.
Do aliens have stamina?
Do aliens have
Probably.
stamina?
Well,
I
not
don't
like
think so.
specifically xenomorphs, but just aliens in general.
I'm sure some do.
Because it's like, just thinking about the ball breakers and the flashbangs, they, like, just wonder if they would have any use against alien creatures.
It might not where it says humans specifically.
Well, I mean, the ball breaker I know is, humans.
Oh,
only,
you're
but
talking about the flashbangs?
Yeah, flashbangs forces all targets in the zone to make an immediate stamina roll or lose their next slow action.
Gotcha, yeah.
And I know flashbangs work in ISO.
Yeah, that they do.
I don't use them that often in ISO, but I do know they work, so.
I prefer quick, silent, instant death for humans with the stun baton. to the ass. For
Yeah.
people that know this stuff.
That fucked me over in a no death or like a no killing humans playthrough because I thought it would incapacitate, not kill.
Oh yeah.
And then I did. I was like, why didn't I get the achievement? It's like, oh, I stabbed somebody in the asshole with a stun.
Why is he sleeping?
Yeah. So fucked up, but okay.
Yeah, the ones near the Sikhs and synthetic facilities, like with all the things flying around above on rails. There's 2 guys there.
Yeah, I think that was where I did it. But anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, what do I see in research labs?
So yeah, you've got, like I said, 8 people. They're at various stations. Some are at like computer terminals.
Is it business as usual, the atmosphere, or?
Sorry, what was that?
Is it business as usual that they really project these guys, or?
There's a few more people than you're used to. Like I said, there could be a lot more. But it's like the first time you were here, it was pretty much empty. It was just you and the other doctor and his assistant.
All right. Is there anyone who seems obviously in charge? Or?
So go ahead and give me an observation roll.
All right. Ooh.
Wow. Okay.
Oof.
Big oof.
Rough. All right. So looking around, you're looking for Dr. Petrovich, and you can't find him anywhere.
Mm.
And he's the one whom you remember being the in-charge guy.
All right. I'll just walk up to someone then. And just poke them, you know. Like, hey, you know what's going on back there? I was in there.
Oh, yeah, they've got some weird alien specimen thing that they've doing studies on, and I know at one point they wheeled a cryopod out of there.
The whole
Other than that, I'm not sure.
Wait, was the cryopod with the woman who got facehugged?
You don't know?
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. I'm just like naturally curious about that. So, like, would you be able to tell us like what
anything
happened?
about this cryopod?
What was that like?
Take it. Where did they take it?
My understanding is it's going to be on the next train heading to Umbra Starport to be shipped off-world.
Jeez.
Other than that, I don't have a lot of information. They've locked all of us lower-level people out.
You know who's in charge over there? About the quarantine facilities.
Last I knew, Dr. Petrovich, but he's still in the med bay.
Still.
Apparently
Right.
he's not doing very well. I heard they had to amputate his hand.
Well, thanks for the info anyway.
Of course.
You let me know if he shows up, and let him know that I was here.
Sorry, you're still a face I don't recognize. You were Dr.
Jaeger.
Jaeger.
Physics.
I'll be sure to let him know as soon as I see him. Good day, Doctor.
Danke. Just make my way out. Well, to the med bay.
To the med bay?
Intention, yeah. Since the last attempt to find the doctor there failed.
So you get to the med bay, and the doors are locked.
What the hell? Is there any information anywhere, like a sign someone put up, or?
Nope, it's locked. There is a terminal right there, but like swiping your badge does nothing. It seems to be in some kind of override or something. It's just locked.
Fuck this shit. I pull out the Magic Hacker Game Boy.
Plays the Tetris theme as it's booting up.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I attempt to like open the door with it.
Okay, go ahead and give me your Comtech roll.
Oh,
Ooh.
Jesus.
Ooh.
All right.
that was close.
So you get the information in. You're able to get it to unlock. But before you go in, we're going to switch to Yuri, who has just changed into his uniform.
All right.
There's gonna be some world
I
record for
sorta
the slowest.
Head back up to the government office's door, see if everything is if she's all good to, if it's just open, if she's not doing it.
Okay, so you walk in, and she's still in her office in a heated argument, it looks like, with some dude. And he's waving his arms, and his left hand is, like, gone. He doesn't have a left hand. If you want, go ahead and give me an observation roll
All right.
to try and recognize him.
Oh, Lord.
All right. So you will have seen him in passing. He is the head research scientist here, Dr. Petrovich. And you kind of hear their argument. He's saying, "No, I've locked it in the med bay. It's fine.
I've locked it in the med bay. It's what?
It's fine."
It's fine.
Yes, like that's kind of what you hear him like yell back at Mayor Wu, and she kind of cowers before him.
Fuck.
Great.
All right. Well, I won't interrupt the conversation. I'm just gonna.
You're gonna do what?
I said I'll just wait until they're done.
You're just gonna sit there and wait? All right.
I mean, I don't really want to.
All right. So, Mayor Wu notices you while she's being kind of browbeaten by the scientist, and she actually points at you through her window and does like a hand wave, like "come in here" motion.
All right.
So you come in, and Dr. Petrovich kind of glares at you because you just walked in. He did see Mayor Wu summon you, but at the same time he looks really grumpy.
Still kind of annoyed.
Yeah.
Losing
And
a
Mayor
hand will
Wu
do that
says,
to a man.
And you know,
I-
what's how do you pronounce it again? It's Dr.
Petrovich.
Petrovich.
Petrovich. Oh, Dr. Petrovich. I sort of lie and say, I was like, oh, Dr. Petrovich, are you how is everything for you today?
He looks at his stump and then looks at you, puts his arms behind his back, and he's like, "I've had the better days." Mayor Wu kind of tries to hide like this grin smirk that she gets at your question of him, making him unsettled and grumpy. And then she nods to you and says, "I trust that your trip to Umbra Starport was uneventful."
Indeed, uneventful.
Excellent. Did you get the things that I sent you for?
Yes, I did. Would you like them? Would you like me to give them directly to you, or do I put them with?
She looks at Dr. Petrovich and says, "Well, doctor, they're for you. Where do you want them, since you've locked up the med bay?" And he grunts and says, "Come with me. comrade, and storms out of the office expecting you'll follow. Merwu lets out a heavy sigh and just... I appreciate your discretion on this matter, comrade.
Of course. Whatever you need. I'll go with him.
Yes, good day. Thank you.
Good day.
And she, like,
Bye.
noticeably flops in her chair, just stressed as all hell looking as you leave.
Alright. I follow Dr. Petrovich.
Alright, so you and Dr. Petrovich make your way down the lift to the sub-level. And you would be coming around this corner here. And Rachel, you just opened the door, and you hear Dr. Petrovich say, "What are you doing?" from down the hallway. And if you look, you see him with Yuri, like, beside him, behind him. I don't know, where would you place yourself near this doctor?
What do you mean?
For Yuri, would you be, like, behind him, next to him? How would you have positioned yourself, Yuri?
I mean, I assume I was following after him. So
Okay, so you'd be, like, behind. Okay.
yeah, I'd be behind
So yeah,
him.
Yuri's behind Dr. Petrovich, who's like bright red and his eyes are wide, and he has honestly a look of fear on his face. And behind him is Yuri holding a chrome briefcase that you saw from the train station. And like I said, the doors just slid open.
Can I punch the button again so they close back again or something?
Yeah, I mean, you can reclose them.
Yeah, that's what I do. Like
You hear him and look, and
I've been through that
Is
shit
he,
with the
is
doctor.
he yelling
Him
at me or
reacting
at
like
Rachel?
him reacting like that is like, oh shit, this was probably a bad idea.
Wait, is
what
he
was your
yelling
question, Yuri?
at me or...
He's yelling. No, he's yelling at Rachel.
Oh, okay.
He went around the corner and saw her there as the door opened and was like, "No." So you hit the button and then what? Step back to the side or?
Yeah, like away from the door to the side.
Okay. He runs down the hall and grabs you by the shoulders and says, "What in the hell were you doing?"
Getting answers of my own. No one tells me shit in here. I haven't seen you in days, though.
He kind of shoves his like stump wrist in your face and says, "I wonder why."
They said you were in the med bay.
He turns and looks, and he's sweating a little bit and just looks terrified. And he says, I was in the med bay. And then this maintenance person from the vehicle bay comes in all sick. And when we do a scan on him, there's some foreign contaminant virus or something. And
God damn it.
he starts like panting and hyperventilating, and he actually leans against the wall and slides to a sitting position against the wall and kind of looks catatonic, just like in shock.
Can I make sure to lock the doors then and tend to him? Like, get lower on his level?
Okay, you're gonna lock the door.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and give me another Comtech.
Alright.
And this time probably without... Well, the Siegson would still be hooked up, so you can use it.
Alright.
Ooh, alright, you're able to get it to relock, so the lock light kicks back on.
What's she trying to lock?
She's relocking the med bay.
Oh. Is the person who got facehugged still in there?
They were never in there.
What? Wait, I thought the...
I don't...
the
At
woman
this
who-
point, I, in and out of character, don't know what's there. But fuck that. I'm not gonna look at this point.
It's like, I'm not gonna look.
Fuck that.
Well, I'm talking about like where did the face hugging happen? The research lab?
That was, the
that was-
research lab.
Is the person still in there? Did
Up
you check
here is where that
Oh.
happened. And apparently, while you guys were gone, somebody in a cryostasis pod had been taken out.
that? Like
Yeah.
taken out of stasis or like?
No, they were in a cryopod was wheeled out of the quarantine area.
Okay.
At least they had that much sense.
Hey, somebody listened to you.
What?
I guess, in the end.
Because Rachel kept yelling at them, like, you need to freeze them. We don't know what's
Oh.
happening.
Because she failed to do a good contact on...
On the
Freezing her up.
machine and do it herself. So yeah, he's just sitting on the floor, holding his head with one hand and his stumps up there like he'd be holding it with his other hand if he still had it. What are you doing, Yuri, as you see this?
Yeah, I sort of. Doctor, are you okay? As I
The
kind of
things
go
I've
up to him.
seen.
What
won't
happened,
believe.
the hell, Doctor?
It,
What happened after we were done in there?
He takes a deep breath to try and calm himself, and he
You
looks
took
at
her
you and
away,
he's-
didn't
he says, I had gotten my hand bandaged after the operation. Apparently there wasn't enough left from the acid of that little bastard that got on me to be worth saving. And as they were treating me, they brought in this mechanic who had apparently cleaned out one of the vehicles and gotten infected with some virus or something. He was very sick looking, and while I was waiting to be discharged, I heard screaming, and I ran down, and something broke out of him. It was the most terrifying thing
Oh,
I have
God
ever
damn
seen
it.
in my life. And I ran and did the only thing I could think of, and I locked the door.
God damn it.
Poor guy.
It's the guy that had to clean out your guys' truck.
Oh,
Wait.
Oh.
Remember? He said, "Are you guys gonna clean out the
Holy
truck?"
Oh,
And he
fuck.
said, "I don't do that job."
Oh,
And he's
fuck,
like,
fuck,
"Shit,
fuckity
now I
fuck.
gotta do it."
Fuckity
And now he's
fuck.
dead.
Well, whoops.
Oops.
Can't-
I love that you're like, "Oh well, my bad."
No, I just look at the camera. Oops. But anyway, so wait, hold on. You said that the
Mondays.
Neo was like disintegrating as we brought him back to the base, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like,
So
Like black and like ashy.
So yeah,
So-
so okay, yeah. Now I know. Now I know what's going on. Well, guys, we fucked it up.
It is still in there, Doctor.
Oh god.
as far as I know, unless it cut out when you opened the door. Did you go inside?
The door barely slid open. You were just in time.
And he calms down further and looks up at you and he says, "We need to kill it
Is it
before it
like
can escape."
that creature we encountered?
What creature?
The one that grabs the head.
And
Did it
he
burst out of the
genuinely
house?
looks confused. What'd you ask
Creature-
him?
What? What?
What did you ask him?
If it looks like the creature that was latched to the head of that woman.
No, it
From
was
that eye.
definitely not that. It was something else. It was covered in his blood. He like threw it up or something,
Oh.
and it seemed to rip out his insides as it came out of him, like they were attached to it. It was the most disgusting thing I have ever seen in my life.
And the thing is still in there?
As far as I know,
Why have
I
you
don't
not told
think
anyone?
that it should be able to escape. Sorry, what'd you say, Yuri?
Oh, I said that. Why have you not told anyone?
I was telling Mayor Wu upstairs.
What was her verdict?
She told me to destroy it. But I don't know how to do that. I don't even know what that
we
thing
don't know how
is.
to destroy it.
If it has acid, we have to be very careful.
Like I said, I don't know if it's the same thing. It definitely didn't look like a hand with a tail. It was bigger than that.
Might be a different cycle.
Maybe.
Some sort of parasite.
Well, at the very least, I heard that my assistant, she's been frozen in cryo, and they're going to ship her off the planet at the very least, so we won't have to worry about that.
Oh, they're taking her.
That is not known to me. I wasn't the one who set up the orders. I heard about it in Mayor Wu's office.
So we'll have to get
Astrid
firepower.
and Zhao, what do you guys do after you eat?
I guess, like, go to the barracks to sleep.
Okay, so you guys would be asleep at this point?
I wanna go buy a pack of cigarettes.
Of course.
Okay. So, Zhao, you would notice Yuri standing in the hallway here when you come out of these doors here.
Okay.
And you would see Yuri standing there.
Yeah, I would approach him.
You'd probably hear the whispering. Not because it doesn't sound like they're talking very loud. But you definitely hear low voices from down that corridor that he's looking down as he's standing there.
Okay. Do I hear like a word, exact word, or just whisper?
Go ahead and give me an observation.
Let's test my new skill.
Time to show my wicked skill.
So if you really want to try and hear something or recognize the voice, you'll have to push it.
Can I just walk up to them?
Yeah, absolutely. If you're that curious.
I mean, we're not enemies, so.
True.
But are you a friend?
Shut up.
Well, Rachel hates you, but...
So you would see down the hallway there, Rachel's kind of crouched down in front of this other scientist who's sitting on the floor. He's all pale and sweaty looking, and just you've seen him around. You probably aren't familiar with his name.
No.
And they look like they're having kind of an intense conversation.
I'll just turn to Yuri and say, "Hey, what's going on here?"
I do not know that he fell over. He's not feeling.
Sorry, you cut off.
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
Yep.
At the very
A little
end, you
bit.
said he's not feeling, and I think you said well, but it cut
I
out.
said he's not feeling very.
Again.
Every time you say very well, your mic shuts off.
Well, I mean, I think we pretty much know what he's saying, right?
Yeah.
I do not. The doctor was not doing very well.
Oh my god.
I mean, he almost made it.
He made it.
Well.
There you go.
Yay.
I'm sorry, that was funny. Like, it always cut out on that one word.
That's happened to me before, so I'm able to laugh at that.
The doctor is not doing.
I think he's sick. No, alright, we got it. We're good.
Yeah, just... What the hell is it with everybody in their microphones today? Or, like, their connections?
Maybe somebody's DDoSing Discord.
Oh, God.
Alright. Am I just gonna walk up to them then?
Hey, Rachel, it's your friend.
Well, friend walks up.
It's your
I'm
smoke
assuming
buddy.
I'm still in conversation with the doctor.
Yes,
Yeah.
as Zhao walks down the hall towards you.
Well, I just glance, just like, ugh, and just go back to the conversation immediately.
So he looks at you and says, "What do you think, Doctor? How can we destroy this thing before it hurts anyone else or spreads to anyone else? We could all be infected." And he starts to kind of panic again as he thinks about this thought that he might be infected with whatever that other guy had because he was near him.
Holy.
We'll have to get manpower together. Set up quarantine procedures. God damn it, this is not my field. I'll never sign on for this. Most
don't
importantly,
think
we
any
need
of
to
us did,
we need to
Doctor.
disinfect. We need fire.
Yes. Let me head to the research labs, and I will check myself into quarantine and make sure that I don't have whatever he did.
Did we replace the auto dock there?
Yes.
That might be a good first step then.
So, was I supposed to give him the black box?
Well, he asked you to follow him. Or you were basically told to follow him with that stuff to give it to him because those things were for him.
All right.
So he gets up and kind of shakes himself off, but he looks determined now, and he starts to walk up the hallway.
Before he goes, I give him the medical supplies and
You give him the briefcase. Do you give him? Is it all in that briefcase, or just
I
that black
assume
box?
so. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you hand it to him.
He's supposed to have the black box too, right?
Yes, it was all for him, from what you heard.
Okay.
So you hand it to him, and he kind of looks at it, and he's all, "I'm sorry, what is this?"
What was that?
He says, "I'm sorry, what is this?"
What Mayor Wu requested me to get for you: the medical supplies, the bases, the.
Yes, very good. Thank you. And he takes it and kind of cradles it under his good arm, and then continues heading towards the research labs over here.
Best of luck, comrade.
Yes.
I follow him there. I kind of just grab Zhao to like walk along with us.
What? Hey, where are we going?
You and your buddies, you like guns, right? You have anything like flamethrowers or something? We need to disinfect a lot of the like wider areas, and we might have to deal with an organism that can actually have.
In here, in the base?
Doctor locked it in the med bay. At least that's what he did last time. Before, well.
I only have my surface pistol with me now. We might need to ask Armory.
You better request it with a lot of urgency, because, well, we cannot let that thing live, whatever it is.
Well.
So you get wherever you need, and just follow Doctor's command.
Okay, I'll meet you at the lab. Or where? Med Bay?
Lab will do.
Okay. I'll probably go wake up Astrid.
Your comrade in arms.
Yeah, my war buddy. Kind of. I'm like,
Is this, by the way, is enough time elapsed that I can roll again for that talent? Or,
Yeah, at this point, probably, yes.
yeah? Okay. Wits.
Yep, straight wits.
Base dice. Well,
Yeah, it would be base dice.
horrible to do that. Come on, please.
Oh,
Rip.
Come on. It's taking forever.
that's the worst.
Are you able to push?
What is the talent you're going for?
Tough, you said?
Tough.
Oh, so you can be even
It's
harder
not
to
like
kill.
it's not like you're really you're really needing it now.
It's you don't know. It's +2 health.
Yeah, I mean, we've come across a bunch of aliens and marines, though, so she's gonna
You're-
need sooner or later.
You're the
Can you
toughest.
blame me for getting that?
No.
No.
All right, Yuri, what are you gonna do while Zhao goes to rouse Astrid and Rachel heads to the research lab? Blackbird? Am I cutting out, or
No? I can hear you
No.
just fine. I think you went AFK.
are you still there, Yuri?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh,
What are you gonna do while they get weapons and wake up and head to the lab?
I suppose I'll just check back in with Mayor Wu, let her know that he's got the stuff.
Okay. So you'll head upstairs.
Yeah.
Astrid, Zhao is waking you up.
what's going on?
Well, I'm sorry to wake you up, but I think we have another alien in our base.
Scheiße.
Like it's a rat or something.
Yeah.
A rat?
Well, we better go to the armory.
Well, I got all my shit right here. I'll meet you at. Wait, where
Yeah,
are we
Astrid slept with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. I'll meet you back here,
So wait, where am I supposed to go?
Map Bay.
Well, I mean, I'm saying that out of character, but yeah, okay. So as soon as I copy that, I'll head down to the med bay.
All right.
So just grabbed heavy pulse rifle, suits up, waiting outside the med bay, breaching position, waiting to throw
Holy.
waiting to throw a flashbang through the door.
Oh my god, I need to talk to the armory
Wouldn't it be
again.
funny if I could actually do that? Like just like a breaching team, like throw a flashbang.
Yeah, like immediately after you wake up from your sleep.
Well, I mean, I don't like instantly do that. I'm just saying, like getting up, stretching, getting all my shit, and like making haste for the. By the way, does it count? I was rested because I was sleeping for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Not fully. It was actually interrupted.
Yeah, true. God damn it. Well, desperate times call for desperate measures. So.
All right, Zhao, what do you say to the armorer?
We have an emergency here. We got the order from the doctor, whatever his name was, and I need a flamethrower.
And then you need an incinerator?
Yes. There's an alien in our base.
An alien in our base. You've got to be joking me.
I'm not. Unless you wanna die, give me the weapon now.
Oh my
God.
Go ahead and roll a command.
Oh god.
Holy
That was
shit!
totally a command roll. That
Look
was
what
like
you
you were
did.
commanding. I love it.
Look what you did.
I'm so bad at this.
Oh no! He puts his hands on his hips and kind of glares at you, and he's like, "Oh, you're threatening me now? Is that what's
Hey.
happening here?"
Hey, I'm just trying to do my job, and I'm serious.
Well, I'm trying to do mine, and I am serious too. I can't just give you flamethrower and you go postal kill everyone in barracks.
Jesus.
Gonna buy him off.
Oh my gosh, now you're gonna try and buy him off.
Sure.
Oh man. Alright, yeah, go ahead and roll a manipulation. Oh my gosh.
Do I need manipulation if I
Yeah.
just gave him the
Well,
cash?
yeah, maybe
You gotta convince
Oh
him it's
my
worth
God.
it.
Yeah, he's a man. He's a man of Russian
I'm
integrity.
struggling.
Oh! Alright,
Wow.
so
could
how
push
much were
it,
you
though.
gonna offer him?
50.
$50?
He's like, how much do you have on you?
Well, 100.
Okay, give me it all.
Ooh.
$100 for a
whatever.
flight.
And while I go put this in my personal stash, I don't know what you took. And he goes into the corner and has his back to you.
Okay, I'll just grab the gun.
You're like, quickly.
Yeah,
He's
very
literally
quickly.
turning a blind eye to you. It's like, I'm just going to literally. I didn't see him take it because I wasn't
Go
looking.
ahead and roll a mobility for me
How many
to
manipulations?
see if you're able to
Oh my
get some
Reloads?
reloads for it. Hey, alright, so you get one reload.
Nice.
So you have an incinerator unit, which has what it's got right now, and then one reload.
Okay.
Alright, Yuri, you get up to Mayor Wu's office, and she is actually looks like she's falling asleep in her chair.
Alright, I sort of say out, Mayor Wu?
She looks up and peels her eyes open and actually yawns really big and then covers her mouth and says, "Oh, I am so sorry, comrade. What can I help you with now?"
I was, just coming back to confirm with you. Got the, items to the doctor.
Ah, good. Did he deal with the thing in the med bay?
He said last time I checked he was going to the mid bay to get himself all, healed up.
Oh, well, whatever he needs, just help him with it. And she
Of course.
yawns and kind of just lays her head down on her arms on her desk and seems to pass out.
I'll, leave you to it, Mayor.
And she
And I
doesn't
sort of
even
just-
acknowledge what
I
you say.
awkwardly walk out.
You're like, okay, that was a weird conversation.
Walk on out.
You think I should change my buddy? Because my buddy hasn't been here for 2 sessions. And I've been working a lot with Zhao.
Probably, that would make sense.
Yeah, well, Zhao,
I would
it's
say
your
you
call.
could put Zhao as your buddy.
Oh, I got a buddy.
You tried to be buddies with Rachel and it did
Yeah,
not
look how
work.
that went.
I want to be more than buddy with Rachel.
Oh.
Oh, I want to be a smoke buddy. No.
Oh, that would be nice. Oh, Astrid's my buddy now as well.
Yeah, I too like dreams.
Wait, what?
I too like dreams.
All right, Yuri, where do you head after you leave Mayor Wu's office?
I suppose I head back downstairs. I suppose I just go to check up on the doctor, since she won't check up on him. So I guess I head out to the he went to the med bay, right?
He went to the research labs,
Oh, okay, well
which
then,
is
yeah, I
where
guess I head to the
quarantine is.
research labs and make sure the doctor's okay.
All right, so at those doors, there are 2 Marines standing there, guarding it.
What, in the research lab?
Yeah. So when you get downstairs, though, you'll probably see Zhao coming out of the military wing with a incinerator unit. And
Like
it's got the little flame
running
on as
towards.
well. Like it's ready to go.
I just see it, and I'm like, God, what are you using?
Well, aliens.
Well, aliens.
I love that. It's like, what are you using for? Aliens.
And what? Hey, you get? Can you tell Rachel we're ready? Meet her at the med bay.
Ready for what? We're gonna burn down the medbay?
Just tell her.
Rachel's the one who said to get the fire, to be fair.
Yeah, I lost my cash for it.
You did.
How much money do I even have? I think I got a lot of
I
money.
spent all my money on this.
I'm making it. I got $1,000.
Oh, wow.
I had 900 and now I have 800.
All right, Rachel. So you're in the research labs, and the Petrovich was heading towards quarantine, and they stop him. They're like, "No, no one's allowed in or out of quarantine right now. We can take you to this exam room to get you checked out, doctor, but you cannot go into quarantine right now." And he's just like, well, as long as we've got another med pod to give me a check, I can't go through what he went through. I can't do that.
So make
Right.
sure to remind the fools to use proper quarantine procedures. You're gonna be alright, Doctor.
Of course, yes. I've already lost my hand. I can't lose my life. And
Just
so they
think
take
higher
him
ups.
into another a medical room that's here. It's not in the quarantine, and it doesn't have like the high-end Pauling med pod, but it does have one that can do a general scan and stuff on him.
What, to fix his hand?
No, to
No.
check him if he's got any contagions in him, because that's what he's paranoid of.
You
Are
think
you
the
going to
mayor? Think the mayor will allow some kind of prosthetic for you, Doctor?
I can
Fired
only
hook
hope.
hand.
I don't know. Depends. Maybe my pull is good enough. Oh, the stats. Do I not have the U?
M240 in centimeter unit.
Oh, yeah, there it is. M240. So, no bonus, damage 2, range medium, weight 1, fire intensity 9.
Oh, okay, I'll take a look.
It's in the handouts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they take him into a room, and the person who's in there says, "I'll look after him." And they close the door as he goes towards the med pod.
All right. I walk out.
So is everybody waiting outside the med? Like,
And I just sling my
I
pulse
say to
rifle.
Rachel, I'm like,
I sling my pulse
is the
rifle
doc-
into my hands, and I'm like just ready to roll, basically.
So as you come out, Yuri's standing there outside the research labs there.
is the doctor okay?
He will be fine. He's under observation.
Good.
Now let's carry out some cleaning.
Let's carry
Now,
out
why
our
does-
what?
Some cleaning.
Oh,
purge.
Now, why are we getting flamethrowers and moving them through the building? What are we doing with those?
Disinfecting. If there's anything left, you want to burn it. Alright, time to lose.
no time to lose.
Mhm.
All right, so if I remember right, you only got a 1 on each of your comtechs. You will have to unlock this again.
Well, quick question. So wait, Astrid then looks to Rachel. Says, Rachel, can you use the motion tracker? Maybe we can see it where it is.
Excellent idea.
That is a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's better to try to see if you can find him before you go into the room.
Or maybe he's like sneaking attack us.
Well, if he's moving, then you can spot him on the tracker. Didn't run out of batteries on the motion tracker. That's good.
Haven't had a chance to recharge it yet.
Yeah,
Not yet.
Yeah, that's true. Oh,
Holy shit. Definitely, yeah.
are you able to mark the ping on the map?
Yes, I will.
Yeah, like even if you just like do the hold down mouse or something like that.
I've
Well, there
got
is some.
somewhere in here.
We got movement to the right-hand side.
Give me my thing.
Right.
Is it not gonna drop it? Come on.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I see.
Did it
So
place it?
Wi-Fi
Oh,
all
okay,
the
it did place it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a
There's a
ping.
wi- There's a Wi-Fi hotspot right there.
No, so, Astrid suggests, like, how about this? Opens the door, and I will throw the flashbang grenade in there. Then we can wait there.
You have 2 pings.
2. Oh shit! Well, I can hit both.
Jesus
Two pings.
Christ.
Alright, well,
Shice.
I'm gonna follow with this whole group because I assume everyone wants me to thing in the med bay, so.
We got 2 pings, one at 11 o'clock, 5 meters approx. There's another
Okay,
one at 1, about the same range, a little bit closer.
I wonder if I can hit them both. And Astrid just kind of like tossing a flashbang up and down, kind of like Master Chief does in the first Halo when he decides to blow up the ship.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm gonna
Get my
draw
gun
my
ready.
gun.
Yep.
Alright. So let's go ahead and everybody highlight your token and roll the initiative if you would.
Oh.
Okay.
There we go again.
I'm game for it. Okay, rolls initiative dice. Sweet.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
that goes with my plans just perfectly because I was going to
That's nice.
chuck a flashbang into the room like breaching stuff. We're just going to shoot aliens.
What's up with the 7?
Yeah, seriously, it's like every fucking time people roll initiative. Wait, why?
It's
are you
like a
2 or 3
middle number,
I hit
maybe?
the wrong button, that's why.
Oh.
Well,
A
that's...
Neomorph.
Well, yeah. I mean, it burst out of the blood burster,
Yep.
and there's another Neo. Okay.
Rachel doesn't... Yeah, there's just nothing known. Well, as far as Rachel knows, there's just a creature that has acid for blood that took off the dear doctor's arm. And, that there's a bigger one.
Yeah.
So she's got a mental picture of this huge fucking spider thing that has like acid in its body, and God knows how it uses it.
Oh god.
All right.
Wait, do the aliens know where we are?
No.
Okay. Because I mean, like, could that be a sneak attack then?
Yes. You will... Dang it, did it not order it? I hit the wrong button, didn't I?
It didn't.
It's ascending.
There we
You
go.
get to
Oh.
react first, Astrid, as
Awesome.
soon as the door opens.
Okay, so I got like this flashbang ready. Pull up the flashbang rolls just so I can.
I-
Can we put Rachel on the north side of the door, though? Because it would be where the
Yep.
comm terminal was. So Yuri would probably,
Yes.
yeah. You would be in a slightly different setup.
Well, I'm just waiting for like what? Okay, like am I right here?
Where would you place yourself to that door?
Well, you know, I'm starting to think like that the aliens.
Yuri, can you move over?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yuri said he was going to help out.
Yeah, but he's in front of the panel.
Yeah, well, I mean, as long as I
Oh.
can just like, does it make any difference where I like throw the flashbang and?
Not really, no.
Okay, so, all right, it's the same deal. All right. Do Neos have slow actions? Like, are all their actions slow actions or fast?
I think all their actions are on the just their charts usually.
Well, I mean, do they count as fast or slow?
I think.
If
Let's
If
see.
it's an attack, I feel like it's slow, but
I just know they get to react twice because of their speed.
true. But they-
Because I've always just had them do like one thing on their turn, but let's see.
True.
Because technically they do still get a slow and a fast.
Yeah, but they would lose
Because
their
they're
slow.
still. Yeah, their attack would be, the slow and then
Yeah.
like running or whatever.
Yeah, so they can run helter skelter, but they can't attack us because they're like, I can't see.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Just double checking. So,
And Zhao's got the flamethrower ready.
yeah, I'm gonna light them the
Alright.
fuck
Yep.
up, literally. Once
Rachel's plugging into the wall socket or whatever
All
is
right.
there as a comm, plugging in with a diagnostic device.
You said you're throwing a flashbang, right?
yeah,
Okay.
so
Awesome.
This
yeah.
better not fail.
Well, it forces all targets in the zone, and it's like a
To
Close
yeah,
range.
make a stamina roll or lose their slow action.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There we
so.
go.
Here we
Nice.
go.
So if you want, how do you want to use that stunt?
Extra
Doesn't
quietly.
matter now.
I
Extra
recommend
quietly.
Yeah.
Okay. So it doesn't make
Oh.
all these loud noises. Is it on?
Yeah, all the
Click, click, clonk, clonk.
Yeah, like all the garage. like,
I managed to like open it very smooth,
yeah.
Okay.
like
Okay, that
directly,
helps.
like directly addressing the hydraulic pumps to
Yeah.
work at different than the standard pressures and speeds. So it just like slides open a bit more style. Not
Okay.
according to safety regulation. It's quite.
All right. So Astrid, the doors slide open.
Pulls the pin out of the grenade, underhand chucks it into the room.
Just throws
That's
it
the
in.
way.
All
Yeah.
right, and they get a stamina roll. It does not tell me their
Actually, wait,
stamina.
hold on. Let me check because I could actually shoot them, I think, after throwing the grenade. And the reason it
Oh,
says
if it's
rapid fire.
oh, because that would be 2 attacks, right?
Yeah, because I mean, I'm going to assume. Hold on, wait. So slow actions, throw. Does it count as throw weapon or throw item?
Weapon?
It'd be
Yeah, it's a slow.
either. Yeah,
Yeah, it counts as a slow.
but it counts as an attack, I think.
Yeah, well, slow action, throw a weapon. So I threw a grenade, and then I'm gonna use my other slow action to. Are you able to do like highlight them the way you did in the mine, like have red and blue, or?
Yeah, I can do that.
That'll simplify attacking.
Oh, nice. That made that kind of green.
Yeah. Well, either way, you don't have to choose the other one. We just have blue and green.
It's
Green or
recycled
purple?
Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So, were any or both of them stunned?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I hadn't rolled it yet.
That's cool.
Oh wow.
Oh fuck.
Oh jeez.
They're fucking
No, they're
strong.
not stunned.
Oh fuck.
Probably
Now we
pissed
just
Fuck.
pissed them off.
Now
you
they're
know what?
pissed.
Well, I'm gonna shoot them. So, marking them.
Okay,
as
so-
Oh, sorry.
When
The greenie
all
here
else fails, use a gun.
looks like the thing that was in the columns area. You don't see the second one.
Well, then I'm gonna shoot the green one. So I'm gonna go full auto +2, which would actually whoa. That would cancel out the rapid fire because rapid fire is -2, but full auto is +2. So, and I can't aim, so I'm just going to attack and hit it.
Sweet. All
3
right.
damage to green.
So let's see. It gets.
Don't you get stressed
No,
from
I
firing full
missed
auto?
my
Yeah, I
smart
marked
gun.
up as stress because I went full auto.
Oh, okay.
Like that's why I had because I had no stress because I was sleeping, but then I decided to let like rock and roll full auto.
You
And...
don't have machine gunner yet.
Nope.
Ooh, you actually hit it. Good job.
Yes.
You damaged that thing.
Yeah, just lit it up full.
And that does 3, yeah, because you're using a heavy. Nice.
Yep.
All right, so some of the bullets slam through it, and this yellowish blood sprays out of it. And that is your action as the door opens. And then...
What are the
Let
two
me-
question mark things? Because I see the two Neos below.
Exactly. That's the thing that you aren't aware of is. And it is going to... I need to roll a die 6. Escape. All right. This thing
Escape.
flies this way,
Oh,
and
shit.
it
Hell
is a
no.
little creature covered in like gore and some weird membrane. It kind of looks like the white thing, but not.
Small
So
white.
on its first turn, it comes flailing towards you guys. And you all get a stress because this is a new creature you've never seen before.
Alright.
And then it gets to here on its first turn as it's escaping. And let's see if it continues to escape. It does. So it
Damn it.
bails this way
Oh,
towards this reactor room door,
as a
and there is a vent shaft near it
oh
that it looks
no.
like it's
Oh, no.
angling towards.
Well, shit, that's a problem.
Oh no.
Zhao, it is your turn.
It's gonna blow up the
Shit.
reactor. I will be right back while Zhao's doing his thing. So, kill it. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh shit. Wow. Is that purple thing still in our side?
Yes, it is. It has not gotten away yet. It's trying to.
I'm gonna try to shoot that thing.
You're gonna try and incinerate it?
Can I use my service pistol for that?
Well, don't you have your incinerator already ready?
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Please don't burn me.
I'll try.
Well, she can step up past you guys and fire, so
Yeah, good
or
one.
he can.
Right.
That's not,
Let me-
a big deal.
Let me try that. So I just hit attack.
Yeah, did you add the M240 to your thing?
Yep.
Sure you do for range.
Ooh, do you wanna push that?
Yes. Great.
1. All right. Hey, at least you will hit it.
Yeah.
So let's see. Nice. Okay. And what's the damage on that again? It says 2.
2, and then there's a fire intensity 9.
Yep. Nice. All right. So you step past Yuri and Rachel and just unload flame on this thing, and it starts screaming and this cry as it slams onto the floor, just baking in the flames.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay, well at least it's.
And it is not dead though,
Ah,
God.
he's like
Yeah.
Anakin.
but it's like laying there just screaming and crying.
I hate you.
You were my brother.
I
said no
hate-
more.
It did fail its
love you.
armor roll, by the way.
Nice.
So
You were meant to
All right.
destroy the hive, not join
Yuri,
Join them. Bring balance to Luna Umbra.
balance to alert Umbra, not destroy the reactor and blow up the station.
You are my brother, random alien creature.
Okay.
I loved you.
That's great, but so wait, Zhao burned him with a flamethrower and he's not dead. Okay.
Yeah, Zhao lit this thing up with the flamethrower, but it is not dead.
Several revenge.
It is now Yuri's turn.
Okay, yeah. Well, I wouldn't know that. I would just go for. I'm gonna go for the one. I'm gonna try and just shoot at with my servant.
The one that's on fire?
Yes.
Do you aim first?
Oh yes. Oh yeah. I already drew my gun before, so.
Sorry, what was that? You were cutting out on
He
me.
drew his gun. Like he already had.
Oh, okay.
I drew my gun before combat.
But if you aim, you get the +2.
Yeah, that's what I was
Okay.
gonna say. I'll use my fast action.
No, I forgot about that again.
Well, I mean, I would have done it, but I couldn't because I already chucked a flashbang and it didn't do shit. But
It could
No,
have.
well, I could have.
It was
but
a
it
good
didn't.
attempt.
It's
Yeah.
a good
I'm gonna
thinking.
shoot at it with my pistol.
All right.
Good luck.
Don't forget to add the 2 for aiming.
Oh,
Ooh.
and
All right, roll and let's see
Oh no.
well, I mean,
if
he
you
automatically.
panic at all.
Well, you're probably not going to panic, but you do run out of ammo.
There's a slight chance that
Yeah.
like super low that you get a nervous twitch, but you
Yeah.
could.
Yep.
Unless you
okay,
have
so
nerves of steel.
panic.
Yeah, panic roll.
You
All
have
right, you're
rapid
keeping it
reload.
together.
Okay.
So you unload your entire pistol's magazine into this thing. Like just it freaked you out as it came out of there, and so you just unload every round on it.
Does
I
it have
still
armor?
hit it, don't I?
What's that?
Do I still hit it or?
Yeah, you hit
You
it.
did hit it,
Yeah.
yes.
Does he have armor?
Yep,
Or-
it does have armor.
Oh.
My thing keeps going away for armor. It is
Blocks.
Damn.
oh, so yeah.
damn it.
You unload on it and it seems to like slam into it and it just like hisses in your direction as it's like getting bullets slamming into its carapace that's hardening as it's sitting there.
Took rapid reload.
Yeah, on your next turn, yep. You can't
Yeah, so
aim
my-
though, but yes.
Yep, can't do it now, but next turn I can reload and still shoot.
Yep.
All right, Rachel. So you've got the thing in the med bay and the thing that came out of it.
Please kill the thing that came out.
But the thing in the med bay is still fresh. Though.
No, the thing in the med bay.
It got hit. It did get hit.
Yeah.
Why don't you lock the door first so it doesn't get
Again?
out?
Relock the door.
Wait, hold on. How many aliens are there now? I'm losing track.
2. The
How many
green one
what?
and the
How many
purple.
aliens are there? Because it seems like
There's one in the med bay and you hit it. And then there's the chest burster that's trying to get into a vent to the reactor room.
oh, it's a chest burster. I thought it was like a blood burster.
No, the Neo was a blood burster at one point.
Oh fuck!
But in terms of the like the
So
In
Neo-
that
green
case-
here.
Hold on.
This is a Neo, and this is a fleeing chest
Okay.
burster.
But did the flamethrower hit the Neo and lit him on fire? Like is
No, because it was down the hall towards the reactor room. It was
Well,
the
then what
flamethrower didn't do anything to the Neo.
No, I'm
Only
saying,
you
what did
hit the Neo.
What did the flamethrower hit? Because you remember you were saying
It
something.
hit the chest burster.
Oh, it hit the chest burster. Okay. So the chest burster was the one that
Okay,
got lit
so-
on fire, but he's bulletproof, and then the Neo is the one that I lit up with a pulse rifle. Okay.
Yeah, apparently it's bulletproof because a whole magazine unloaded it.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, Rachel would like to test that. She points and fires at son of a bitch that's on fire in full auto.
Okay, you will get a -1 because you're trying to shoot past Yuri and Zhao.
Okay.
And there's this
See
like,
what-
flaming alien
My-
scream.
See,
But if you aim,
Yeah, if you aim, you just get a +1.
yeah, I'll do that.
You shooting them with a pulse rifle?
So range combat, just the attack button, right?
Yeah, you can go
Yeah.
full auto because you.
Well, that's what she's doing is full auto.
Oh, okay. Well, just double checking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Finally,
Yay.
some.
Nice. All right, and it's armor roll.
Come
How does it have
on.
4 armor? What the fuck? Oh wait, no. You would have to roll 2 because pulse rifle's armor
Yeah.
piercing.
Oh, armor
Yeah,
piercing.
they still take one.
Oh yeah. Okay. So the second 2 go away. So you hit it, and you have murdered the chest burster.
Yay.
Let's see. I need to look
His plan to
something.
destroy the
Dominated.
reactor failed.
Ah, thank
Bitch.
God.
Nice kill.
Just erase it from the map.
Yeah, seriously. It's like he got lit on fire, survived that, and then he just lit him up with a pulse rifle, and I killed it.
Terminated.
Okay.
Ah!
None of you are in engaged range, so its acid does nothing to you. Awesome. All right. It is now the Neomorph's turn.
Oh, scheiße.
So it's going to run towards Astrid,
Oh,
who
God.
shot at it.
Oh,
Oh.
God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
And
Just
it
ignore
rolls
it.
this.
Just ignore
Just
it.
ignore it.
It just looked
Just
to the
picture
It will
side.
lose.
under-
It will lose interest.
Yeah, sure.
4. Okay, so it is going to jump at you
Oh, fuck.
and try to like grab onto you flying through the air.
Can I block it? Close combat?
You may try to. Well, because it's leaping onto you, and it says if the attack is successful, then the victim is thrown to the ground and must make an immediate panic roll. It does. Then it has stuff about damage.
Oh.
So let's do that part. Okay, so it succeeded at jumping at you. So then it slams you to the ground. So you need to make a panic roll.
I'm on it. Panic. Wow.
Not even
That
blinking.
means that
You're
means
like,
that means
you
I
don't
rolled
care.
1 on my stress
Yeah.
because I have
you
two.
just don't even care.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
You're like the
ignoring
honey
pays
badger.
off.
you fucking
I hate
kidding
my.
me.
And then it gets an immediate follow-up now that you're on the ground to try and actually hurt you.
Keep in mind I have
Holy
armor.
shit.
All right, so go ahead and roll your armor. This extra attack. Okay, cannot be. All right, so you ignore 1, so it does 2 damage. to you.
2? Oh my god. Okay, so I'm down to 3 health.
Yep.
Oh shit.
All right, and then on its next turn, and it is going
And
to.
he gets another one? I thought it jumped me.
Yeah, that was all one action.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, it's
all right,
fast.
and now that it's got you down, it kind of ripped at your armor and at you, and it's going to turn and hiss at Rachel, who
Oh,
would normally have
Hika.
to make a panic roll,
But she just
does not.
stares at it all stone faced.
Yep.
Like,
So it climbs off of
Hi.
Astrid and turns and faces Rachel and just like does this horrible, terrifying hiss
you know,
at her.
like-
Rachel
Hi.
just
What?
like
That's all you do.
Rachel just cocks her head like a bit.
Yeah, it's like, really? That shit doesn't work on me.
All right,
Wouldn't-
Astrid.
Wait, hold up a second. Wouldn't that be kind of like a clue that Rachel is like,
Yeah, it is.
Or that she's just
potentially.
bad at.
yeah,
Yeah, or she just keeps it together
yeah,
really
the fact
well.
that she didn't cack herself.
I mean, you
from-
kept it together after getting tackled.
That's true. I mean, I was knocked to the ground and mauled, and I just don't care at all. But
Plus, Rachel does have a reputation now of not giving too many fucks.
that's
when
true.
it-
So,
About-
so now,
Hey, Rachel, you actually hit something.
so now, do I get to get up and shoot it?
Yes.
Alright, so
Yes, please.
stand up. Well, I'm assuming I'm prone.
You are prone,
So,
yeah, so you'll have to stand up.
Is that a fast or slow
And luckily
action?
you have rapid fire.
Yeah, that's true. So I take it that's a slow action then to get up.
I believe it is, but I can double check real
Yeah,
quick.
double check that before I make the roll.
Let's see. Where is the stand up? I don't see it on this quick cheat sheet.
Let me look at the book. Fucker actions.
I know it's in there.
Yeah, so actions, page 88. Get up is a fast action.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you can get up as a fast action.
Yeah, and then
okay.
shoot. I'm not going to get a modifier, like a negative modifier, so I just basically shoot it.
Okay, and are you full auto shooting it?
Trying to keep my stress in check, so no. I'm going to just shoot it.
No?
For the
Okay.
sake of shooting it. Holy fuck.
Holy
Ooh.
fucking.
Alright, go ahead and give me that,
Panic.
Yep.
Keeping it together.
Yeah,
Astrid
still keeping
style.
it together.
Ran out of
So that's,
ammo.
are you going all into damage for it?
What kind of stunts can I do on it?
Let's see, for ranged combat, we've got extra damage. You could swap your initiative with it. You can try and make it do a panic roll, but it can't panic because it's Neo. It doesn't have any weapons that it's holding. You can push it back or knock it prone.
Like,
If you were doing full auto, you could hit an additional target.
well, I didn't do full auto, and there's only one hand.
I know.
So,
and you don't want to hit an additional target anyway.
yeah, you know what? I'll just put it all in damage.
Okay.
So 4 damage.
So
especially because it has armor, and don't forget to have only half of its armor because it's armor piercing.
No, I was getting to it. So you start firing at it, and it gets. Nope. Dang it. This page, yes. And oh, it's armor piercing rounds, right?
Yeah, so you only roll
Okay.
half of it.
Just wanted to check that I was doing it right. All right. All of your bullets break through it and just rip it apart, and it is dead.
Finally.
Fuck yeah.
Ooh.
It falls
nice.
over and just like flops a couple times and then stays still.
And then Astrid just just slowly loads a magazine into her heavy pulse rifle and gives the charging handle a slow pull.
So you guys have
Rachel
taken out both of them.
gives her a clap on the back. Nice fucking shooting.
Well, she kind of cringes because she was slashed by an alien. So.
Got slammed to the ground and ripped at.
Yeah. So she's naturally kind of.
So you've got probably because of your armor, you've probably got some scrapes on like your face where its claw got you.
But wait, I have a helmet on. How did it get my face?
Well, you're not sealed, so it's got a
True.
way it can scratch at your
Yeah,
face.
Yeah.
Because it's not massive damage, but it's probably just like cuts, you know, not like horrible scars or
True.
anything.
Yeah, you're right. So.
So some scrapes on like maybe one of your cheeks or your arms, but nothing you can't get over.
And hold on, let me just. So, what were the origins of this thing again? This Neo, it came from the guy who was cleaning out the car.
So you do have a scientist who I believe has analog. Could go look in the
Yes.
med bay and see if you can figure some stuff out.
Wait, is Rachel a scientist or a medic?
She's a
Scientist.
scientist.
Okay.
Not a
Our medic hasn't
nothing.
shown up since session 1.
Oh.
Rachel was forced into doing medic and other stuff. She's a theoretical physicist.
Well,
She's
so
a
much for
doctor and
that.
everybody treats her as a medical doctor.
Yeah, exactly. I think everyone is forgetting at this point because, well,
She just
Mayor
has
and
to
his-
step into every role that there is.
Yeah, I mean, you're wearing multiple hats, so.
Jesus. like computer science, theoretical physics. So far, all the bio shit.
Medic.
I chose the
Gunner.
wrong. I chose the
Too
wrong
many
minor.
aliens.
Yeah, too many. So,
So yeah, if you want, you can go into the med bay and analyze what you find in there.
Yeah, I
I
go
should mention that also, Astrid.
gun drawn in there to see what that.
Astrid's turned into Zhao and said, you might want to consider burning the bodies. If this is, I'm trying to figure out, like, do we know that what happened to the guy in the car when he cleaned out the body and then he got infected? Do we know that?
You guys have not heard that. That was
Okay,
Yuri
then.
who heard about that.
Oh, well, then just forget that I said that, then I apologize. I got the details mixed up.
Yeah, okay.
Because what I was going to do is suggest that, like, we just burn this body to a crisp so we don't have to do this a second time, but...
What?
I was originally going to say burn the body so we don't have to do this a second time, but it's like if we don't know that that's what caused
yeah.
it. I'm saying if we don't know that that's what caused it, then I'm not going to say that, so...
So yeah, Rachel and Yuri would know.
Well, I don't, so forget that I said it.
So Rachel,
Good
you go
idea.
in with your gun drawn.
Yeah.
There's a dead nurse.
Basically, just over my shoulder, kind of like to Astrid, like,
I'm gonna
cover me here.
Yeah,
I'm
Astrid
gonna
nods,
cover her.
Steps into the heavy pulse rifle.
All right, so when
Jesus.
you walk in,
Thirsty.
there's a dead nurse there with her throat ripped out.
Ew.
So everybody gets a stress for witnessing her.
No, I
There's
can't.
seems to be blood all over the place. As you walk
Is that
further
new
in,
again?
what's that?
Is that new anymore?
Just
The
another
Neo
day.
is in the hallway now and dead. And then you see the person that it came out of is definitely the guy who had told you guys to clean up your tractor the other day. And he's covered in blood down like the front of his shirt and everything. And his head looks like, not necessarily that it ripped open, but like something forcibly ejected out of his face, like out of his throat and stuff.
Yeah.
His jaw looks broken open and stuff.
Oh, Lord.
Nice.
Doesn't make any sense.
And then also, as you look around in here, you find the person who had come off of that ship from session 1. And his chest is exploded
No.
outward.
Well, now I have a sense of why he was getting shot at with a shotgun. Probably just trying to kill the alien.
See, I wanna
Yeah.
analyze this shit.
All right, go ahead and give me your analyze roll.
Hey, while she's doing that, can I?
What
use
do I roll them with again?
Observation.
Observation.
While
Yeah,
she's doing
right.
that, can I use Banter to try to calm everybody down between fights? You know, because we
Yeah,
killed 2
I was
aliens.
just say it could depend on how her roll goes, because if I remember right, if you fail analyze, everybody gets stressed.
Everybody gets a
Holy-
stress.
I succeeded too.
I know you did. That's what I was like. It
Oh.
depends on how her. So you succeeded. All right. What questions do you have?
All right, so everybody loses one.
Does that have to be like?
So
oh,
while
Jesus.
she's examining the med bay, everybody can reduce, I believe, 2 stress
Instead of 1.
for Astrid's banter.
Yeah. And I guess I'll
Nice.
just be running my mouth for like 20 minutes, I guess. I mean, are there any objections to that? You guys want to lose all your stress instead of just 2?
It's Astrid rap time again. 2 is fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was doing it.
So hold on, 2 questions.
Hold on, let me look it up. I'm pretty sure.
I think every
scientist
success.
talent, analyze. So for every success you roll, you get to ask one of the questions below. Is it human or alien? I think you know some of that. Is it dead or
Hoping.
alive? How old is it? What is its purpose? How does it work? What problems could it cause?
Well, functioning and what was the other one? How does it work and what?
What problem can it cause?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, what
Wow.
problems could it cause?
I think we already know that one, though, to be honest.
Oh, there was another one. Like, how does it work? And there was another.
Yeah, how does it work? What is its purpose?
Yes, that one. Those two.
And you're wanting to know. So for what is its purpose? Is there a specific one thing that you're trying to?
Like more like this about the cycle of these things, because these very clearly seem to be very different. These
Right.
things and what she observed first. She's trying to piece this together. Like, is this the same creature?
So-
How does it fit into the life cycle?
You would probably guess that they're similar but different. Because for the one, he clearly seemed to have puked out the white thing, or the other one. You know, one of these aliens was puked up, and the other one seems to literally have ripped its way out of the other person's rib cage. So they're probably two different species, would be your guess. And where you have both of those corpses readily available, I would say that you can determine as well that they seem similar but different.
We seem to be dealing with two species here.
Astrid then turns to Zhao. It's like, this is a white one. We came across that at the communications outpost.
Yeah, but that one was way bigger.
What,
You
wait,
did?
No, this was the same size.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah?
For the white one, it was
Yeah.
the same size and style.
Oh, I thought the white one was the one that escaped and it's
No,
just
that
No,
was the
chest
chest
burster.
burster.
Okay, okay. Yep. Then
You
it
came
is.
across.
Wait, what was that? You cut out.
You came across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we went to the communications outpost, we encountered one that had come out of a crew member and personnel at the base.
And they asked us to bring the body back. Maybe that's why.
We can figure out what happened to the bodies.
And you will remember that they had brought in a decomposing body on a gurney.
Human or the alien?
For Rachel, when she was told to leave quarantine, they had wheeled in the corpse of the thing you guys brought back, and it was rapidly decaying.
I think I'll just fill in everyone on the details with the doctor discussed and that as well.
Just a quick question though. You guys
So-
remember to remove all your stress? Because I was using banter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I only have one stress now.
Oh. Well, I mean, I did it for longer than 10 minutes, so
Oh, okay.
so you can remove all of it.
Great.
So
So, Yuri, go ahead and give me an observation if you would.
All right,
Oh.
observation.
All right. So Yuri, you notice that the corpse of the white monster looks like it's decaying in the doorway there where it fell. Like its body seems to be rapidly decomposing into some weird black frass.
I sort of call everyone's attention to this.
And Rachel, when you look over, this would look very similar to what had been wheeled in to the quarantine area.
Guys. Zhao, we need the fire.
To that thing?
Burn it. Everything.
Alright.
And we can say that you succeed. You don't have to roll to attack a dead corpse.
Yeah,
Thank
you
God.
You just try to fire at a dead body and you miss.
And miss. Ah, push the roll to burn it. Hurry.
Yeah. And then I panic. All right. Roasted.
Yep, you roast it, so you've got basically ashes now of what there was of both these creatures.
Good. We
All
have to
right.
get these bodies packed up as well. Thank you, Lord Staff.
Oh, of the 3 dead people in the med bay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, is there anything else you guys want to do right now?
With all the
We should go notify somebody.
is there like an infirmary or so? Oh wait, that's what
You're
we're
in the
You
infirmary.
are.
Okay, never
Oh.
mind. I didn't think about that.
We set up. Does she indicate that in any way, Astrid?
Indicate what?
Oh,
She
by the
needs an
way, Astrid,
infirmary.
while you were resting, you would have healed as well.
Oh yeah, because you're
Because
not
you
like
get one,
critical injured.
Well, yeah, I know. I mean, I just mean like, I was going to see if I could get myself patched up here because I just got mauled by an alien. Then I realized that, the only people who could heal me are probably dead. So, well, they are dead.
So,
Right, but you get your
if
2
you need medical
health back
care,
anyway.
Oh, so I'm
if you
back
need
up to
medical
5 now?
care, any of you,
Right,
there,
because you
there has
did
been
nothing.
medical
Okay,
facilities
then
set
I'm back
up
up
in
to
the
5, forget
research
it.
laboratory.
So,
You can head over to the labs if you need medical attention.
that's just like, I'm good.
Because, yeah, the
As a-
only time you absolutely need a medical aid roll is when you're broken.
So, in this case, I'm going to now go up to the armory again.
Back in a minute.
And the reason why is I approached the guy and I'm saying, there was just a firefight down by the medical wing. What Zhao mentioned before with, or no wait, sorry, I just thought about that. Fuck, forgive me.
Yeah.
But saying it's like there was a firefight down by the medical bay. I exhausted some of my ammunition, and I'm here for to resupply.
Unfortunately, we don't have any right now. All been given out, as I said earlier. I gave you what I was able.
Can I do a manipulation roll to see if he's like bluffing?
You can try.
All right. Manipulation. Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Holy
Whoa!
Jesus.
All right, what do you want from this person?
So, what I'm going to ask for like full ammo for my heavy pulse rifle, and also because I saw that the service pistol did jack shit to the to the chest burster. I'm gonna see if I can upgrade to like a heavier pistol.
To like a revolver.
Yeah,
The
or
Magnum?
even a laser pistol if that's a thing.
Oh, what, like the EVA?
Yeah, the EVA laser pistol.
So they would not actually have any of the EVAs.
Well, do they have a revolver? Because I think that honestly. Might
They
be
would
better.
have 1 or 2 revolvers. Yes.
So yeah, I'm going to basically just like trade out my
Pistol for a revolver.
Yeah, pistol and then pistol and pistol ammo for revolver ammo. So.
Okay.
So.
That works.
And then I'm gonna just get another 2 reloads for my heavy pulse rifle.
Like, I will not run out.
Damn right. So back up to 3, and then for my revolver, so 357 Magnum. I wasn't expecting to have that good of luck. It's like, what the fuck?
I know,
Oh,
rolls this game
yeah.
have been horrible, and then...
Yeah, seriously. Okay.
Alright, so
For me, it's
Rachel, do you
harder.
return to the labs?
Rachel is getting back.
Oh, yes. Where were you gonna go, Yuri? You said you wanted to somebody.
I was gonna notify Mayor Wu now that we've.
Okay, so you're going back up to
Yeah, and
the
then also
government
I'm gonna,
offices?
because the officers' quarters
Back
is,
again.
officers' quarters is stone's throw away. I'm just gonna go there and report in.
Okay.
So.
So Rachel, where do you head?
Fuck. Where's everyone else headed?
I went to check in. I mean, I rolled an awesome roll in the armory, got better shit, but went to the officers' quarters, report in, and everybody else, that's...
Yep, and Yuri's heading to Mayor Wu to report in. What are you going to do? I assume, Zhao, you're going to keep that flamethrower and not report in?
I miss my smart gun though. Well, I'll keep it for
Well,
now.
that can be assigned to you for duty.
Yeah, I mean, you could do what
Oh,
Drake
good.
did in Aliens. He
Good,
had a
I'm gonna keep it.
like a smart gun in his hands, a flamethrower on his back.
It cost my 100.
I mean,
Like, I had to pay to get this checked out.
I mean,
I'm
you
not
basically-
returning it.
Yeah, you basically
Yeah.
paid. You could hide it in your locker next to the jelly donut.
Rachel's gonna check up on Doc in the research lab.
Okay. So when you walk towards the research lab, you notice those 2 Marines are gone that have been guarding that door.
Can I follow her?
I thought you were
What?
Rather not.
Well, just in case any alien pops up.
Well, Rachel only has clearance, right?
You do have clearance, yes.
Zhao does not.
And technically, yeah, you would not... You're not supposed to let people follow you in that aren't allowed, technically.
You're not authorized. You have to wait outside.
Alright.
And I need to have a discussion with my colleague. See you later. I just went there.
Alright. So what do you do after getting the cold shoulders, Zhao?
Right, I was going to buy a cigarette before this happened.
You're like, I need my smokes.
I cannot burn
Alright,
them
so
off
you're...
for this time.
So you put away the flamethrower first, I assume?
Yeah, I'll
Well,
I'll hide it in a nice place no one can find.
You can use as a lighter, though.
Oh, that's true.
You could use the pilot light to light up the cigarette.
Yep.
Very impractical. You should probably burn through the whole cigarette, but...
All right, Rachel, when you come into these laboratories, you notice that there's a group around the large window that goes to the quarantined off area, looking through it, observing something on the other side. The Marines are there as well, looking in.
I woke up to him and asked, what's going on here?
So inside, you see all of these weird, like, spore things, like, growing all over the table and the walls. And there's this dead person in there who was wearing one of those hazmat suits, it looks like. But their back has been, like, ripped open all weird. And you can see a smaller version of the creature you guys just lit up in the hallway back there, on the ground in there. And it's just kind of sitting there amongst the, like, spores and on this body.
Now, when you say sitting there, do you mean like sitting idle, or is it dead?
Yeah, it's kind of idle right now.
It's alive?
Yep.
Oh my god.
And you can hear the people saying, like, it just ripped out of him. We didn't even know he was infected.
Ripped out of who?
What do you say?
Ripped out of who?
It was one of the medical assistants who brought in the body when it first got brought in.
Christ.
We thought we took all the right precautions, but
We
apparently we
need
were
to
wrong.
terminate it immediately.
Well, it can't get out of there. That's a completely sealed quarantine room.
You prefer we keep it alive in there?
Until
Me and
we
my
know more,
colleagues
yes.
just had to destroy 2 of these creatures, one of which is likely an offshoot of the same species.
What? We need to know
Like,
more about this. No, until we get
basically,
more information, and until Dr. Petrovich says otherwise, we will keep it locked up under observation.
where is Petrovich?
He's still getting scanned in the other room.
Do not let that thing out.
We
If it
do
makes
not
any
plan
attempt, if it makes any attempt, you unload your magazines on it.
to. Why do you think we brought the Marines in from outside?
Do not underestimate it. I make my way to Petrovich.
All right. Yuri, so you get to the government offices, and
Yep.
Wu is not there. The person on duty would let you know that she actually finally retired to her rooms to sleep because she was so exhausted.
The person on duty tells me that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I tell him if you see her next, let her know that we encountered something. Let her know to speak with me as soon as she can. We encountered something very, very dangerous.
Yes, of course. As soon as she's awake, we'll let you know, and we will inform her. It sounds like there's something happening down in the research labs that has not been expected. Hopefully they can keep it contained.
I hope so too.
All right, Astrid, what do you tell your commander on duty?
Well, I mean, of course, I like salute him first, and then just explain that. So I was summoned down to the med bay, by Zhao. We were,
I'm back.
there was an incident in the med bay. Two unidentified life forms, one of which was the same as the one we encountered at the communications relay. And both were terminated with extreme prejudice.
Well, as long as those pencil pushers don't get grumpy about it. Good job, Marine.
Thank you, sir.
And Zhao, you're getting cigarettes.
Yes.
Can I now go to the barracks and actually sleep?
You can, yes.
You can finally get back to your sleep.
Finally.
Sweet dreams after that.
Killing aliens.
Rachel, when you check in on Petrovich, you notice that the med pod has put him into a state of cryo, and that he has been detected to have some foreign contaminant in him. And that's where I think we will end today.
That was great.
Can I just get like 2 packs of fresh?
You will, yes, you can have your cigarettes, so you don't have to steal from Rachel.
So,
They're in supply
I don't.
again.
I don't need to pay for it.
Oh, I guess you do. Let's see. What's I think it said cigarettes are $5 a pack when I
Yeah,
was
I wanna
looking
get
at it
2.
Somebody
earlier.
else can check. I'm pulling up the XP chart. So, favorite.
We go.
Photos. Experience. Okay, so point for participation.
Yep.
Sure.
Did you risk something for your personal agenda? If last session is any indication, I kind of did, because I kind of took point with the attack.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's that. Did you risk your life for your buddy?
Oh, are we ending?
Yeah.
Yes.
All
We're
right.
doing XP now. I mean, do you want me to reread the first 2?
Yeah.
So everybody gets a point for participation. If you risked something for your personal agenda, you get something. You get a point. Did you risk your life for your buddy? Well, Zhao and I were like in combat together.
Yeah.
So Knock, your call.
Yeah, I would say you
Okay,
guys
cool.
did.
Did you challenge or stand up to your rival?
Does anybody even have a rival right now? I think
I
Rachel
don't.
has Zhao as a rival. Right? Is
Yeah,
that still true?
basically.
I would say you did at the end there, because you're like, you're not allowed to be in here.
Yeah, it's like, fuck you, bro. You
Oh,
So I would
true.
say you get an
There you
XP for
go.
that.
Right.
For challenging your rival. Okay. Did you make a panic roll? Just about everybody did.
Yeah.
I think everybody but Rachel.
Did you overcome a dangerous event? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you make a
Yep, you all
significant
did.
discovery or revelation?
Yeah.
Yes, you all did.
And
Every day is a fresh day.
Yeah, pretty much. Did you perform an extraordinary action of some kind?
I mean, if you kill aliens every day, it
Yeah,
is
we-
still extraordinary.
Let's see, I'm trying to think of an extraordinary action. I know you
Rachel hit
manipulated
something.
yeah, Rachel hit something finally.
Yeah.
With the
Does that
gun.
count?
That was extraordinary.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
last
Alright.
session you like missed
take
every
that.
single
Yeah,
time.
if it's okay.
And I would say Astrid's like, look, you're giving me a better sidearm and more ammo now.
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna say
that was
I
extraordinary
was
roll
hoping
there.
you'd say that. So XP. So I actually have 10 now. Oh, and then the last one. Did you earn any money? No.
Oh, I earned money.
Oh, you did.
Yes, Yuri did.
Oh, do we get paid right now
By
or
sleeping.
later?
You'll get paid later, not this
I
I
session.
mean, I know
sorry.
everyone's kind of
We
dead
get
and there's
weekly,
people dead in the med bay, but can I get my money now?
Hey, you don't have to pay for the nurse anymore. She's dead. I get a bonus, right?
Holy shit.
I'm gonna roll.
Interestingly, though, after he left medbay, everything went to shit.
I'm gonna roll for
I
Machine
want to
gunner.
learn. So if I want to learn skill, do I need to roll for wits again?
So what's
Aw.
the skill?
I'm torn between range combat and manipulation.
You need manipulation.
So the
I
way
mean,
that,
I succeeded like once today.
Yeah, so the way skills work is you either have to have somebody train you or you have to have succeeded at a roll for it.
So I don't need to roll wit.
No, you don't roll. Wits are for the talent specifically.
Okay.
Yes, I'm
so I
gonna
can-
go
Oh,
ahead.
so I can add 1 to my ranged combat already.
Yes, because you hit
Yeah,
something.
finally.
Hallelujah.
I'm
Wow.
gonna add to my
Fuck.
Ranged combat
manipulation.
2. There we go.
So I tried to get machine gunner and I failed, and then I tried to increase manipulation and I failed.
You don't roll for skills.
Oh, you don't?
No, so skills, if you rolled and succeeded, you can put a point in it.
Oh, okay. In that case, I got it.
Or you have to have somebody train you.
Well,
You only roll the wits for talents.
Okay, well, I didn't get
Wait,
the talent.
what do you
but-
roll for skills?
You don't.
You don't.
You
You have
don't.
to have. So, like, if you say you did your ranged combat and you succeeded at your roll, you could put a point in ranged combat now.
Oh, I actually did do that. It succeeded its armor check, but I still...
Yeah, you still succeeded your roll, even though it ignored your damage.
I'm gonna
Okay, yeah, I'm
One more
gonna
in
do
my
that. I'm gonna up my
ranged
ranged
combat.
combat.
Yeah, I upped my manipulation, so now it's 5.
Like you needed more. Just keep rolling those ones, 6s.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got.
You
Can
were
I
the
roll?
one who did 3 1s earlier. Air supply.
Oh yeah, that was a fail. Like,
Can I roll for tough already, or do I have to wait? Even
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You'll get it this time.
and by
5
which
base
I mean,
dice.
you will not get it this time.
Oh, God, please.
Yes!
Yay!
Fucking finally.
Next time you will be tough.
Age.
I must
Health.
be stronger next
Jesus.
time.
There we go.
You're twice as much.
I gotta start making sure the enemies attack Rachel, because she can take it now. I know. I'm like, alright, now it's gonna turn on Rachel, and it hisses. Like, that's what I
what?
rolled.
What?
Did
That's
it
nothing.
totally
Yawn.
useless attack on an android.
that was so funny.
Do you even know who I am?
Yeah. I mean, technically, I don't even think it would Neos ignore androids.
Yeah, that's why
Do
it just
they?
hissed at her.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
I mean, it'll still try to rip you up if you're in its way,
Yeah, like
but
if
Yeah,
you
that's-
attack it, it's going
what about
to.
Zenos? Because
same. Yeah, the only reason that the queen killed or ripped Bishop in half is because he was in the way.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, because
Huh.
aliens, both Neos and Xenos, they ignore androids unless androids
Yeah.
are in the
You're
way
not
or make
Nice.
them a threat.
Truly biological, and you're not truly mechanical,
Yeah, I
so
mean
they
that's
can't
why
benefit.
you look at Alien ISO where the
Yeah,
Xeno
they-
will just walk up to the working Joes and they're like, "What are you?" And then
Yeah.
like
Log-
in Covenant,
logging unknown creature.
yeah, and then like in Covenant, when David was having his little like one-on-one with the Neo, and then the guy shot it. So
Yep.
I mean, it's just
Wow.
shit like that. They actually do ignore androids, which would make for a great like plot twist. It's like characters are suspecting that Rachel isn't what she seems.
All in due time.
Yeah, true.
It'll
So I'm looking forward to the moment when that reveal.
come out in one of those really great Bishop type moments.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely.
Rachel's legs fell off, and she's like, "Well, that sucks."
Oh.
Rachel is not like
I know.
most canon androids. For just as a record on the record for everyone, but only a few people know about like Knock and I, especially. There is interesting.
Well, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was
Mhm.
great. Being able to kill
Yeah.
aliens is always combat's my
Yeah,
favorite.
Yeah, and
Go
you guys
to sleep.
stopped the queen chestburster from escaping.
That was a queen.
It was a queen
What?
chestburster.
Oh
That's
my
why it
God.
had such high armor,
Jesus Christ.
and that's why it actually still got armor against fire.
Holy
Whoa.
shit!
Wow.
Well,
I'm
Jeez,
so
good thing we
glad
killed
that
it.
I prioritized that level.
Dude, you guys realize if it got into the reactor room, that'd be all she wrote.
Yeah,
because
I
it
was
would-
thinking soft, but potentially annoying Neomorph, or that little squeaking little shit that's gonna disappear and fuck us over later with acid and all kinds of shit.
Well, the reason. Well, no, my fear
Yeah,
was that
I'm
he was
gonna empty the fucking magazine.
Yeah,
That
I was worried that he was going to get into the reactor room, like hide by the reactors, like fire at me now, bitch.
Oh yeah.
To like
Well,
goad us
shit.
into like shooting at the reactor and blowing up the station. Or something like that. But the fact that it was a queen made it worse. I mean, holy fuck. So
Yeah.
wait, does that mean that the egg was a queen egg?
It means that the face hugger that had been on this guy was.
Oh god.
It would not be the same egg.
Oh, so
'Cause this is the guy that was from that UPP ship who got shot in the
Oh.
stomach.
Oh shit. Okay.
Well, I can't wait for downtime to happen.
Well, just when I thought there was downtime and I could sleep, I was like,
Yeah.
"Come on, Astrid, we gotta go shoot some aliens." So, yeah, that was a very good session. So, just kind of keep us in the loop for when the next one is.
Yes, so next Saturday I will be busy. So I'll need to figure something out for that one.
Yeah, sure. And then thanks again, guys, for like compromising with me here, because I don't often see
Yep.
my brother, but I do like.
Hopefully
to
Myriad can make it to the next one.
Yeah.
And Spark.
Yeah.
And Blackbird, glad you were able to.
Yeah.
Yep,
Hopefully you enjoyed it.
it was very fun.
Yeah. A lot of
You
shit
got to
kill.
have your flashback day while they were busy
Yeah, that
doing
was
other
a
stuff.
really good idea. Like, I really
Like-
like that.
Cool flashback where I got my briefcase.
Yeah,
Yes, and then
briefcase
you
full
gave
of
it to a
shit.
guy who got put into cryo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rip. Well, I'm out. I gotta go make dinner. So, I'll catch you guys
All right,
later.
everybody have a great night.